In a world of remakes and remasters,
Are we playing your
what was once sacred and cool has now soured and become lame.
Red?
Gone are the days of pomp and cowabunga. Now is the reign of slurp juice and dabs. Kids these days don't even know how bad they've got it. Now it's up to the best generation to rise to the occasion and make a show that dares to go where a lot of other nerdy shows have already gone quite a bit. That's right. They're going to talk about it a lot.
Oh, that water went down the wrong pipe.
Hey.
What a horrible start. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to me coughing directly into the microphone. This is Best Gen, where nerds complain about nerdy things. It's called Best Gen because all of us on the panel are mas o menos from the same generation. We happen to think that it's the best one, not because we're better than you, but our movies certainly were. So strap on in and prepare to wax nostalgic as we reminisce upon the days of yore while simultaneously complaining about the utter filth that Hollywood keeps pumping out of its sledge pipes on a daily basis. How is everybody doing tonight?
Well, swallowing water properly.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good.
I'm doing pretty well with that.
Way to brag about it.
Yeah.
I was trying to get chunks out of my teeth because I treated myself to an almond.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I treated myself to 5 almonds today.
That's a
wow. Because I lost 60 pounds this morning when I weighed in.
Nice.
I'm down 60 pounds.
wow.
It
That's
feels
awesome.
great. And now I've got almond bits. All in my I was trying to swish it out before we started the show. And the intro video cut out right at the wrong time, and I tried talking too soon. And I'd already swallowed, but then there was like a residual drip straight down my windpipe. And there's still almond.
It happens. It happens. Yeah. So are almonds treats then? I'm not familiar with your diet. Not super familiar.
Mostly doing the carnivore diet. Occasionally I'll have a vegetable, so I'm technically doing the keto, but 90% of the time carnivore diet. I can I can have an avocado because that doesn't really count as a vegetable because it's 90% fat, so that's basically a carnivore vegetable, and it's actually a fruit, but it doesn't even count as a fruit or a vegetable.
Nice.
So I'm basically eating meat, milk, eggs, and cheese. And that's it. And also not a lot of it. I'm eating about 1,000 calories a day. Most of the time less.
It's not a lot of calories.
Awesome though.
Or not.
That's awesome.
I'm really pushing it. And I'm going to the gym 3 times a day. Anyway, this isn't the fitness stream. If you want to talk about fitness, you can join us on Thursdays, except I forgot about fitness stream this Thursday because we watched all of my stupid movies. And
that was a fun time.
I forgot I was also supposed to do fitness. Point of the story is, I'm eating that stuff, and occasionally I'll have some onions on my steak, and on my tiny this much steak. I've been drinking a lot of broth. So
I've heard that's good, yeah.
I'll cook up some soup bones and then shred the meat, right? And just eat and just drink broth with a little bit of meat in it.
Yeah.
That's my biggest meal of the day.
I've got a friend that does that too. Just
a cup of
drinks
broth.
Bone broth all week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starving myself because I am morbidly obese. And I'm trying to fix
You're
that.
looking great, though. I was gonna say you actually the transformation. It's visible. It's visible now, not just on the scale.
Yeah, I do look pretty great. Thank you, Charles.
100%.
Yeah.
Gay. What a little gay boy.
I'm sorry for complimenting my brother's appearance.
So anyway, I ate 5 almonds, and that's a keto friendly. So yeah, I cheated on the carnivore. Who cares? Point of the story is,
nuts are protein anyway. It's basically meat,
it's
right?
protein and fat and a little bit of a teeny bit of, like, it's barely any carbs, and the carbs that it is are mostly dietary fiber carbs, which your body doesn't process, so they don't really count anyway. The chocolate that was on the almond does count as a carb. I had 10 grams. No, It was 8. 6. Because minus the total was 10. I only had like 6 grams of carbohydrates today, and that was my treat for getting 60 pounds.
Wow.
Lighter. Anyway, Hollywood sucks. Point of the story is we've got a great show for you tonight where we're not going to talk about fitness. Where Winds Meet has been fun. Okay, cool. I'll get to that.
Yeah. I've been playing that as well, so I can.
People say it's better than the not Sekiro, Ghosts of Tsushima.
Maybe
the Ghosts of Sushi, because everyone liked Ghosts of Sushi, and then they made the sequel with that horrendous person as the main character, and everyone hated the second one, and so they're saying Where Winds Meet is the game that the sequel to Ghosts of Yotai. Ghosts of Yotai is the sequel. That's the one it should be. I've been in the zeitgeist. I haven't played either game. I didn't play Ghosts of Sushi either. So I barely have time for games. Okay, Silk Song was like the first game I've played in a year.
Yeah.
Year and a half since Elden Ring. Okay. And I played that one a year and a half late too.
Yep.
Anyway,
I still need to finish the original Hollow Knight so I can move on to Silk Song.
Now I want to replay Hollow Knight, but man,
it's really good.
Things right now.
It's really good.
Point of the story is we got a great show for you tonight. We've got House of the David.
House of the David.
I'm also tired because I stayed up till 5 o'clock in the morning preparing for D&D campaign. The first session.
It's pretty good. Good sesh.
And that didn't go as good as I was. It was a good session. My performance was a little bit off. I kept forgetting things because I was so tired. I'm not tired, but I'm not at 100%. I'm a little loopy, so it's gonna be a fun show tonight. What was the point of that story?
You stayed up all night doing D&D?
Oh, because I said House of the David, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, This is gonna be a show.
It will be.
House of David, episode 7.
Penultimate episode.
The penultimate
episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
one
means
more.
The one episode before the ultimate episode.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I
just didn't know if you knew what penultimate was.
I did. I just forgot
It's a wonderful
how many
word.
episodes there were.
Yeah. I don't know. You sent me a really stupid text this week, so
Me?
I've been doubting your intelligence the whole time.
What did I send?
We'll get to it when we get to Plur1bis.
Oh no, okay.
So
no,
anyway, the
okay,
point of the
whoa.
story, we're not talking about that right now, Charles.
Yeah.
I'm still
All
doing
right, all right.
intros. Thank you very much. We've got House of David, penultimate episode. The finale is next week, so that'll be a fun show. Talk about all of season 2, and most people haven't even watched it because they're not paying for a Wonder subscription, and they're waiting for it to drop on Amazon Prime. It's a good show. Like it's
Yeah.
And guess what? Next week, just pay for the 7-day free trial and watch the whole season. I think doesn't it come out like Sundays or Monday? It comes out in like a couple days. So
Yeah, I think it's
probably
yeah,
Mondays.
I think it's tomorrow. No, I think it's Sundays.
I've never watched it on Sunday. I watched it today. So
Yeah, it's tomorrow. The finale is tomorrow.
House of David's great.
Dang.
Next week will be fun. If you haven't, sign up for the free trial. Watch it. Season 2 is really good. It's an improvement. I mean, the season 1 was fantastic, and I think season 2 improves on everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And not that season 1 was bad, but
You can
season
tell
2
they had a little bit more budget.
Season 2 does everything the season 1 did well, even better. So,
For sure.
and we've got Plur1bis episode Trace. That means 3 in English. And wow, that was a wild ride.
Indeed.
And we're gonna talk about that. We've got a little bit of news. I wasn't on my phone that much because I spent most of the week writing. And there's 2 movies in theaters. There's Now You 3 Me. And I was hoping that Jared was gonna be on this week because I'm sure he's watched it already.
Most likely.
We'll see if he jumps on. I didn't get a text from him, so normally he says
Which Jared were
normally
you,
he'll send Dark Jared. Darth
Bearded Jared.
Bearded Jared is dark. Okay.
Jared number 2.
He said he'll be late if he'll make it at all.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, you said that earlier. That's right. I
He'll
forgot.
be late if he makes it. He's got the missionaries over.
Oh, see, there was people who showed up late to D&D today. I saw that pop up on my phone and flicked it away, like in the notification, the pop up.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was Jared. So if he shows up, maybe he can tell us if Now You 3 Me was good, because there's no way I'm paying to see that in theaters. What garbage films. Fight me, Fadeon. Are you the one that was fighting me last time? I think it was you. Yeah, because you're the one who doesn't like Baby Driver. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else in the chat. We've got wonderful people.
No,
in the
it was
chat.
Mark, I think.
Well, Mark wasn't the one I got into a fight with, though. Mark also agrees.
No, I forgot.
Anyways,
There was a conversation at work this week about Baby Driver, and someone was like, that movie's so dumb, but it was actually pretty cool how they did some of the stuff. I'm like,
no, I've heard
What?
people say the CGI in that movie was bad. I'm like,
right. They're like, no,
what
they
CGI?
actually did it.
What are you talking about?
One thing that they said was like, oh, it was so predictable. I'm like, you mean the scene where he reverses into the dude in the parking garage? I did not see that part coming. That was
predictable.
Yeah, it was not predictable.
The movie was great. It's an
Fantastic.
original story. It's an original script. It's a banger. It's a music video. It's a car chase. It's a drama. It's a romance. It's a comedy. It's freaking everything. Baby Driver is one of my favorite movies. Like, I think Baby Driver was my favorite movie of the decade until Weapons came out. Okay, now it's only number 2.
I saw Weapons, by the way.
You saw Weapons finally? Good
I
one.
still haven't.
Did you pee your pants from the excitement of how good it was?
It was pretty good. I don't think
right.
it was the greatest film ever, but
So,
I've been demoted.
I still haven't seen it. I don't know.
also, The Running Man. Speaking of Baby Driver, the director Edgar Wright, Running Man is also in theaters. I have not seen that one either. Jared probably has. I think I'm gonna try and see it Tuesday.
Yeah, the trailers look really good.
I've heard, most people say it's a good one. Now, we've got some wonderful people in the chat. Speaking of starting a fight with my chat, Mark Clark's in the chat, and he ruined one of our news stories. You can read the first 12 pages of Carol's book from Plur1bis. Let me pull that up.
That's exciting.
Where? All right. Way to jump the gun.
Yeah, this is news to me.
Well, it was going to be part of the nerd news section, and Mark ruined it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's in episode 1, she's an she's an
of
author
that
the
book.
whole time. Yeah. So in the first episode, she does a reading and at a signing for like the 5th book in her series about pirate romancers, and it's funny. It's and they released the book, except they didn't. It's just an 11-page excerpt, and it's the 4th book in the series. So it's just it's a gag, guys.
Yeah.
It's
That's fun. That's fun.
It's like an AI prompt, probably too. Like it. But yeah,
I don't know
news,
if they do an AI.
It's funny. I think
it's 11 pages is easy to write.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's funny. I think that's a good gag. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But
No, that's fun.
But I hate that the headline says you can read the book from the show, and you're like, no, you can't. You can read a chapter from the book.
I didn't read. I missed the part where it was just the 11 pages.
Yeah. So thanks for that, Mark Clark. Oh, look, we've got Technically Mexican in the chat who already, let's see. Yeah, it's right up your alley. See, that's why Mark loved it, because it's the 4th book in the series. We've got some shelf help gaming. We've got Adrian Fahrenheit tapes. Looking forward to this one. Me too. Yeah, this is going to be a fun discussion. There's a lot of I think we're going to be talking about Plur1bis for a while. Because was it just me and Charles talking about it last week? Because you had to go.
Yeah, I had to duck out early because I hadn't seen it yet.
Okay, we're going to be talking about Plur1bis for a while. Can we record? Discuss it. So I can't even read.
No promises.
I have one request. Can there be no uterine discussions tonight? Yeah, I don't know. It might come up. I'm not planning.
Martina's in the chat, so we'll see.
Truth sworn. Let's go. In honor of Sydney Sweeney, I think we should change it from the best generation to the master generation. Yes, we could all have like titles, right? We could be wizards. We could be grand wizards. That sounds cool. Wow. Okay, there are 40 chats. Holy crap. How come I'm not seeing those on? Hold on. Let me reload my YouTube page. Okay, there they are. Wow. There's a lot of chats I haven't read. Let's talk about a lot of uteruses. So Martina wants more uteruses. Those are some. Martina's trying to plug their channel, which is weird because they haven't made a new video. So
we made one last month. It was a playthrough video of a
nice
horror
Apparently,
game that was filmed 2 years ago.
Martina liked a joke that I told 30 minutes ago. Great. Good to hear. If I lose another 10 pounds, David has to make another video by the end of the year. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. You got a month and a half, babe.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to have lost another 10 pounds by the end of the year. So I've been averaging 20 pounds a month. And the only reason that that's not the case is because I basically took October completely off because I had to go out of town. Wet drip in yo windpipe. Okay, this was a long time ago. I'm not even halfway through the chats. Skim. Where winds meet. We already talked about that one because I saw it pop up on YouTube and I wasn't looking through here. A lightweight. I see the sun come up every night before giving my pillow some head.
That
you don't have to do that for your pillow. Pillows are generous lovers. You don't need to reciprocate, okay? Okay. All right. You guys have already responded to all these too.
Yeah.
Some of them
I
I've
did
been
not play
responding
D&D
to a little
today.
bit.
Yeah. Let's see. It was like anything important. I'm excited for Running Man. Same
I was
here.
not late to the party.
The Pirates smut. Yeah, David was on time. David was right. He
It
popped
was
in
on the dot.
at 7:00. Okay, great. Thanks for not. I don't know. Is he going to show up or not? I don't know. And he was just at my house too, so like he didn't tell me he wasn't going to show up. First 12 pages. You said that twice. Wait. Oh, that's why my chat's repeating. That's weird. Okay, maybe go in there.
Interesting.
Go in there. That's why it said 40. I'm like, I don't see 40 messages.
Weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm getting a repeat. Anyway, point of the story is we've got. Should we do news? Should we do news first?
Sure.
Yeah, we've already started news.
Yeah, we already started news thanks to Mark. Good news. We got this. Actually, this wasn't a terrible week. I know we the intro we talked about all the bad stuff coming out of Hollywood. Look, we're eating pretty nice. I mean, Hollywood didn't make House of David, and Vince Gilligan is also to a point in his career where he doesn't really have to care about Hollywood because he made Breaking Bad money.
Yep.
The most popular TV show of all time until Game of Thrones.
Yep. I watched the first season of that, by the way.
Of Game of
Breaking
Thrones?
Bad. Breaking Bad.
Okay, because I just said game. So your modifier needs to point somewhere.
You're right.
And if you don't direct it, if you don't give it direction, intrinsically, it automatically it points to the last thing that was said.
Yes, you're right. You're right. In my head.
Okay, do you know how?
Yes, I know.
Grammar works.
I watched Breaking Bad. I know.
Nice. A little late to the party.
I know.
It sounded like you said
so
I watched
good.
the first season of Game of Thrones.
No, I don't think I'm ever gonna start watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah. There's actually honestly you can find it pretty easily edited if you just type in Game of Thrones censored. The first result is a like a fan project where they've censored out all of the boobies and they even censor out the language too, which like I don't even care about. But they don't censor out the important violence. At least I haven't got so yeah, there's a clean version of Game of Thrones. They also add like stuff to the beginning of every episode. Like there's some animated stuff that I didn't even know existed, but it seems like it's official stuff because it's voiced by the actors from the real show. So it's like, oh, I'm actually glad I'm seeing this, even though it does kind of mess with the pacing a little bit. But it's at the beginning of every episode, and it's usually relevant to the episode, so it's fine. And he split the episodes in the last two seasons into 2 episodes because he added so much stuff.
Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah,
right,
there's a clean version of Game of Thrones. It's worth watching, even though the last season sucks. It's a really good story.
I've heard about the last season.
Like it was up to the point where it passed the books, right?
Got censored.
It was a very faithful adaptation. Now, they had to cut more than half of the content from the books. But what they chose to keep was pretty darn faithful. And I know a lot of people are disappointed. It's a bad adaptation because they didn't leave in the character who comes back to life and does some stuff. And you're like, yeah, but like you have to condense. Adaptation requires an editor. So
Fair enough.
They put too much sex in it for my taste, which is why I think I prefer watching it edited because I only look at my wife's boobs and uterus. Got him!
Oh snap!
Hey, we
got
him.
Mark. We got him. He wasn't thinking I was going to talk about uteruses again.
Impressive if you're able to actually see it.
More the wings.
That's
Yeah,
on
there's
the
lots of
inside.
wings in it too. So
Yeah, not a fan of that either.
Well, they got full on oral in House of David season 2. When did they
What?
go oral? Okay, there's gonna be a
I
twist.
mean, there was some
There's
Gotta be a
kissing.
joke.
kissing.
Yeah, that's technically. Does that count as oral if it's just mouth on mouth?
House of the Dragon. No, it's because I read I did House of the David again.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, House of the Dragon
Oh my goodness!
had that
Wow.
one that we had to skip.
Yeah,
The brothel.
yeah. There's
There's a
there's
couple
that.
scenes, but that's the main scene.
It's also
Do you need
way
to watch
less like
Game of Thrones to watch House of the Dragon?
you should.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Game
Alright.
of Thrones. I went straight to House of Dragon.
House of the Dragon is better if you've seen Game of Thrones.
Okay, well,
But House of the Dragon also stands on its own. So
it's still really good.
I haven't read
Alright.
I haven't read A Song of Ice and Fire. Well, you can't because it's not finished. But
Mhm.
I have read the source material for House of the Dragon. I have read Fire. I can never. Is it Fire
Fire
and
and
Blood
Ice.
or Blood? It's Fire and
Whatever.
Blood, and then the sequel's going to be, if it ever gets written, Blood and Fire.
Whatever.
Yeah, significantly less sex in that. And when they do have sex scenes in House of the Dragon, it's usually not showing the bits, you know.
Which is better. It's still a little.
I prefer no nudity. That's my personal taste, and I know some people don't agree
100%.
with that, and that's fine. We can have our
Right.
differences. But I'm a good Christian boy. Okay. That was I was gonna make a joke. I realized no, it's a dumb joke. It's not even funny. Good news. So we've been eating kind of pretty. That was the point of
Yeah.
that story.
That was a huge rabbit hole.
It hasn't been too bad because I haven't had to watch anything from Hollywood. And I really hope Running Man is good and not woke garbage because I really like Edgar Wright, but man, I cannot stand Stephen King. So, yeah, Glenn. So, like, there's not an official renewal yet for season 2, but they're talking about it like season 2 already exists. Like, it's already for sure. Like, the director, even executives from Hulu are saying, like, yeah, like, it's getting a season 2, even though there hasn't been an official announcement. But they've done, like, interviews where they're literally saying, like, season 2's basically 96% going to happen.
Yeah, they'd be dumb not to. I mean,
It's so good.
it's really good, and the production budget, I imagine, is not very high.
No. So, they're going to aim for at least 3 seasons. That's what the writer was saying. They hope we can get it going, so they can get their Empire Strikes Back chapter. Cool. I'm starting from the bottom. Now we're here. I don't know why I started from the bottom. It hasn't officially. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like I will be shocked if it's not renewed for season 2, and I will be very disappointed because man, Chad Powers was friggin' hilarious. So
Phenomenal. Man, I miss it. I'm going through these draws, honestly.
what did we? Oh yeah. Sorry, the title of this article is dumb. The point of the story is Plur1bis has already been renewed for season 3, or for season 2. Sorry, I misspoke.
Okay.
Nice.
And I think he said something also like he wants at least 3 seasons, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I read that or not. This actually sounds like an interesting interview.
Yeah. I like that comparison that Plur1bis is like an episode of the Twilight Zone that is expanded into its own series.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, the first episode is, I could see that just being straight from Twilight Zone, and then it just, expands off.
Yeah.
Oh, this happens, and now she has to live in a world, and you know.
Oh, I thought this was I thought this is dialogue from the show.
No.
I thought this was an interview where they're like, okay, so it is. It's mixed in with it. What?
That's confusing.
This is where the interview starts. Like, there's no like, hey, the interview's here now. Did they play this clip during the interview and decided to include that clip in the article? Come on, NPR, like, do better. Do better, okay? You can write an article with a phone call.
It took me a minute. That was so dumb.
So what do they go for?
You can get ads in people's feeds with an email. Okay?
You need to do better.
Do better, NPR. That was a deep cut. What am I quoting, chat? Dracula? Is the guy interviewing him named Dracula?
David
Brian
Cooley.
That's similar to the way other fantasy drama series. A three-body problem began recently. But this new series has other plot points. He's just okay. So he's explaining to the showrunner what his show's about. Who the heck is Miriam Shore?
Oh, Helen.
Is he playing another clip?
Yeah, soundbite from TV. It shows again.
Oh yeah.
Where's the part where he interviewed? This is not an interview. This is like a TV spot advertising the show.
Yeah,
I was promised
really
an interview.
Yeah, this is a weird article.
This is a weird article.
That's just a transcript of the video, I think.
What the freak? Anyway, in bad news, Alien Earth has been renewed for season 2. We talked about this. We spoiled this on Thursday.
So that's fun.
Dude, honestly, gay Dracula. I think that would make a pretty fun movie.
I mean, if that was the central plot point,
because he's good at sucking.
Oh. Wait, what?
That could actually be really good. I'm sorry. Okay.
I want to suck your blood.
I want to suck your blood? No. I was going to say.
Oh my. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's stupid. Okay. There's been a slight
rejig.
It was interesting that you were on this image, actually.
So this is not new
basically.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, good omens. Gotcha.
Okay, so this came out in May, and I only saw it until just now. Okay. Oh, man. Good Omens. Lights a fire underneath my soul, because season 1 is probably one of the greatest adaptations of all time.
It was really good. I watched one episode of season 2 and said, nope.
Season 1 is absolute perfection. And then season 2 is antithetical to the entire point of the story of Good Omens.
100%.
And the quality all over its legacy.
The quality drops off tremendously. It's literally the opposite of what the House of David did. The first season was good, but the second season was phenomenal.
Yeah,
the second season of Good Evens, looked like a Disney Plus or Disney Channel TV show,
and it actively does its darndest to destroy season 1.
Yeah,
and what's crazy is that they literally had a freaking script written by Terry Pratchett himself. They weren't able to get. They always wanted to do a sequel to the book, but
Terry Pratchett wrote up a.
well, the other person involved in the series is
Option
kind
for
of hard to work with at times. And it had been a long
So we've
time,
heard.
and his politics kind of got more and more crazy, and he started, molesting women too. So that was a thing.
Yep.
But instead of using the script that the brilliant Terry Pratchett wrote, so he did it by himself. He's like, maybe a book's not going to work, but he knew that it was being adapted into a TV show, and he wrote a script for season 2. And what did our good boy, Mr.
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gay boy do? He took Terry Pratchett's script and threw it in the garbage. And wrote his own script for season 2.
Yeah.
And it's the worst thing I've ever seen on screen. And apparently they're saying, but then season 3, we're definitely going to use, maybe probably completely ignore that Terry Pratchett script that exists.
They're just going to make everything gay. They put the script in ChatGPT, make it gay. That's the script.
So the first book is about the apocalypse, right? And then the kind of, I don't want to spoil the ending.
Yeah.
Right. It's about the Antichrist showing up and what that means. And then the second script was supposed to be about the second coming, right? Jesus coming back.
Yeah. It's a lot of.
But yes, season
thing.
3. So they were going to do a full season 3. I think maybe the poor reception of season 2 had, some impact, and also probably, the news about the remaining authors' predilections probably had some impact. But there have been some changes to season 3. Sorry, that was a long intro.
Yeah, so
Point
get
of
to
the
it.
story is,
Are they going back to Terry Pratchett? Because that was the original.
I have no idea. The changes are it's no longer a TV show. It's a 90-minute special.
That's weird.
An hour and a half long. It's a 90-minute episode to end the series.
If that's the only change, then it's not going to do well. They need to retcon the second season. They wake up in a cold sweat. Oh man, I just had a terrible dream. I was gay.
No. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want them.
Nobody. Of course
I wouldn't
not.
want them to retcon it in the story because that would pollute the story. I would want season 3 to start off with the director talking to camera saying, "I'm really sorry, Neil Gaiman ruined season 2.
Apology.
It doesn't exist, and we've deleted it from the platform. Please enjoy, without further ado, season 2 of Good Omens."
Electric Blue. Yeah.
And I think that is the only way that I would enjoy season 3.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
I mean, I didn't finish watching season 2, but is it possible for them to completely ignore the entire season and just continue on, or did they change things in that season that would have messed it up?
I forget how retarded the first episode is, but can you just recap what you remember from the first episode of season 2?
The first episode was there's 2 lesbians and they need them desperately to fall back in love or something because the apocalypse or something. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I remember.
So
the angel has
the whole season. That's the whole season.
Yeah.
The entire season 2 is the world is going to end unless we get these 2 random lesbians to bang for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't
And at
even
the
like
same time,
explain
the
like
angels
why,
got-
like, hey, why it's so important. They have to because love is love, I guess.
I think they vaguely explain it because
It's
like
they
they
give
did
an
a
explanation
miracle.
and it's nonsense.
It's terrible. They perform because the angels got amnesia and they did a miracle to like revive his memory and it didn't work. And the people are like, wait a minute, you did a miracle. Oh, it was just to make these lesbians fall in love. And then they have to make the lesbians fall in love to like hide the fact that they did the miracle. It's stupid. It's retarded.
It's really,
It's terrible.
really bad. So the world ends unless they get two abusive lesbians. Like their relationship is not healthy. They have to get them
I
back together.
remember.
They have to get lesbians
So
to bang.
typical lesbian relationship then.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And also Aziraphale and Crowley are now gay for each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also Beelzebub and Michael are now dating.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
They're
both
gay for each
abandon their
other, too.
posts to go bang. They both. So Michael leaves heaven and she leaves Satan. It's weird though because Beelzebub is just another name for Satan. Anyway,
Yeah.
But
That's common where they'll split. They'll say Lucifer, Satan, and Beelzebub are all three different characters. That's common in shows about the devil.
Yeah.
Also, there was some other plot that I don't care. It's garbage.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything
Also,
else.
it was
all...
very boring. It was really slow. The entire season felt like filler. It was stupid.
See,
I hated
that's
I hated it with every bone in my body. And then I went back and watched season 1 because my family hadn't seen it. I'm like, please don't stop after season 1. It is one of the tightest. There is no fat in season 1 to trim.
yeah.
It's all important, and it's all good, and it's just like plot. Just the plot moves along, and it's funny, and it's quippy. Yeah. It's a perfect adaptation.
Season 1 was really good.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Because
there it is.
People can't just be friends.
Yep.
The most beautiful friendship that I've ever read. Oh, yeah, that means they're gay for each other. Oh, that's the lesbian.
Yep.
That's the Beelzebub.
I don't know who that. It's a random angel.
Oh,
and they had the paraplegic angel.
Oh, yeah. There was
yes!
That's right. It had the paraplegic angel. Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's an angel in a wheelchair.
Uh-huh.
And he talks.
Oh,
man.
Going back to the Stephen Hawking's angel.
I'm exaggerating.
But going back to the
season 1's great.
Be friends. That is a common thing in a lot of shows. I was just watching the latest season of Stranger Things where they're rekindling the romance with Steve and Nancy, and it's just like it's not interesting. Just have them be friends, and they can't just have them be friends. And I feel like that's a lot of
there has
everywhere.
not they're promoting it hard because it's coming out soon. None of the promotional material for the finale even like tickles my fancy. Like I can't even muster myself to be like, it's all been like not good. Like they showed there's a shot. They released a scene of 11 like practicing. It's a training thing. She's jumping over cars to practice, and it's just like it looks bad, and it's just dumb.
Yeah, I think it's
a
okay.
shame,
Like
'cause,
I
season 1 was like one of the greatest things on television.
for sure. If it had
care.
maintained the quality of season 1, it would have been possibly one of the greatest shows ever. But I don't think that the other seasons are bad, but in comparison with the first season, they're not nearly as good.
I wanted to get political because I had a really good zinger. I wanted to point it out. Someone posted Charlie Kirk literally just talked to people. That's it, and they killed it for him.
Yep.
And some psychopath responded, "Who's they?"
Wait. That's a great singer.
There we go.
Oh man, that's wonderful. Yeah.
Okay. My new favorite meme. There's been some good ones. Mark sent these to me. I've seen some more, and I forgot to. But you mean Happy Holidays? This is a good one. This one's even better.
I didn't even see.
So good.
This is amazing. This is so good.
Because it's the same face.
Yeah.
Look at how
That
much
is-
changes.
That is a really good. Holy cow!
It's the exact same face.
Oh,
Well,
it went away.
No, I'll give it to
That's pretty
the
good.
reporter. Her eyes are proportioned out better.
So they kept
it-
her
it-
wrinkles, right? They kept
Yeah,
the
but-
reporter's wrinkles. Well, even some of those are replaced. No, they didn't. That's
Yeah.
they replaced her forehead too, up to that hairline.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure
Even
this was
some
done
of the
with
hair,
AI.
even some of the hair gets photoshopped. So that
Yeah.
um
To be fair, if they photoshopped all of her forehead in there, it would.
the grin
It
is
would be a lot
identical.
more.
The smugness is identical.
Yeah,
The
you're right.
Man,
sheer
that's uncanny.
complete incompetence is identical. The soulless, vapid eyes, identical.
No, she's got worse
Her
eyes.
eyebrows are a little shorter. And of course, the Down syndrome shows, but wow.
That's a really good meme. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Also, her mouth is too small for her face.
Her everything
See
is
that?
too small. Her face.
Yeah.
Her everything
Anyway.
is.
I'm glad you didn't catch on. Oh, okay, wait. You need the sound for this one. This one's good. This one's really well. It's not. It's not good. It's horrible. But
It's
the
good for
BBC
the
did a
video.
documentary about Bill Cosby.
Oh.
I didn't watch it, but someone shared this clip with me, and I saw it, and now you have to as well. This is a real, actual thing that someone said, talking about Bill Cosby's proclivities. First off, marvelous choice
Yeah, I know. Like
of
triple couch chair.
who is this? Like, what kind of expertise is this person providing? And why should I care about her opinion? Her opinion?
Its opinion.
Yeah.
And then you hear the opinion that is shared, and
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to it.
wowie mama, I cannot build this clip up enough, David.
That's a terrible chair. Can you imagine sitting in that just as a normal person? That's not comfortable.
Yeah, can you imagine being that chair?
Hey,
That would be a horrible
That's a
existence. You're
cult.
right, Charles.
okay.
All right, play the clip.
If we actually grappled with the fact that sex negativity is what causes this type of behavior, then we could create a world where in a idyllically sex positive world, someone is able to pay conscious women to come and be drugged so that I can get my kink out, my fetish on having sex with unconscious people. There's a consensual way to do that. If we actually grappled with the fact that sex
Huh?
They worship consent. So if you consent, there is no boundary.
Huh?
That chair did not consent.
Come again? That's a good singer.
That is terrible. That is a terrible
Yeah,
take.
what
Holy
the
cow.
hell?
In a world where we stop shaming people for their kinks,
And his kink was
we
abusing unwilling
here's
participants.
the okay.
If
Here's
it-
the thing. Here's the thing, Mister. Sorry, late. How in Sonali
Sonali Rachatoire.
Rachatwat. Twair.
Yeah.
So
Rachatoire.
Rachatoire.
Rachat
Rachatoire.
Sonali.
Rachatoire.
That's like-
That's probably it's Sonali Rachatoire.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a name.
I
That sounds like a name.
just want to. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think that, and I'm sorry if there's kids in the car, okay? We've already talked about some adult things, okay?
I mean, uteruses were brought up.
I don't think Bill Cosby's kink was having sex with unconscious women. I think Bill Cosby's kink was rape.
Exactly.
Because that's
if you
what
take
it was.
away, if you consider consent, it's no longer
I'm
attractive
sure
to him.
that Bill Cosby
Yep.
got horny before the woman was unconscious. And that's why he chose to drug said woman, because that was the only way he could get her in the sack. Now, maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a kink and he shouldn't be shamed for wanting the desire, okay, to have sex with unconscious women. Now, what does that mean? Doesn't unconscious inherently mean unwilling? It's not
Well,
like
not
it's
an
a different
active
thing. It's a
participant.
different thing from unresponsive.
Yeah.
Okay? You can have a frigid wife. Lots of people have boring sex. Yeah? Like
So I mean, I
it's,
could
it's
see
literally
okay.
a thing. People, oh, she just lied there. She didn't even do anything, right? Because she wasn't into it.
I wouldn't know.
That very clearly wasn't Bill Cosby's kink.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. His kink was not the unconscious. His kink was the unconsenting. But
And you're
like
saying,
what she's saying,
oh, let's build a world where we can enable those types of people by getting people to consent to being unconsciously screwed.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of things.
Do you think there would be any takers in said sex-positive world?
takers?
Any takers? Hey, yeah, that's okay.
I'd volunteer for that.
You can drug me and use my body.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. There will definitely be people who would.
You would definitely have to pay them, and that would also be called prostitution.
Yes, it would.
Which they also want to legalize that.
But like, do you think there's like, that's not a kink that goes the other way, right? There's no one who says, oh man, I wish I got drugged and then couldn't remember the experience,
Yeah.
Well,
right? Like no one gets turned on by that, right? I know that there's some freaky
You would-
women
yeah.
who do have rape
knows?
fetishes, but
Who
that's a
knows? Yeah.
different thing, because you would think they would want to remember the experience.
right. If you can't remember the experience, then what is the experience? Yeah, I get what you're getting at.
Charles,
But
I have
there-
this really specific kink where, what was it?
I don't know where you're going with this bit.
I'm scared.
No, that was the bit.
Oh. Got it.
That's not a kink.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Also, do you think she's ever had sex? I don't know.
it depends on if sex includes two people.
Hey,
if it,
you
if
know
it
what, I guess-
has to include more than one person. Then
You know what they say?
If they
Those
can't do, teach.
Yeah. Similar wavelength there, bro. Yeah.
We move away from joy. Isn't that
That's
the
good.
most insane thing you've seen in a long time?
Yeah, that's absolutely
There's-
insane.
Isn't but like
There's-
in a
there's
sec,
so
even
many-
if okay, let's do like okay, let's pretend morality doesn't exist, okay?
Sure.
And sex is completely meaningless, and we've created a sex positive world where anyone can have sex with anybody and there are no ramifications. I still don't think that's the kind of utopia where we should be enabling rape fetish.
Yeah.
Nope, absolutely not. There's several
Even if we
issues.
accept the premise, right?
Because there's several issues with this. Very specific issues. If you're unconscious during the act, then he could do whatever he could murder you in the act, and you couldn't do anything to stop him.
Yep.
You wouldn't even know
control.
it's happening.
There's no safe word.
So there's no safe word, and that is very red heading. But also, it's enabling those kind of the fantasies of rape, and that's going to lead them to do actual rape. That's unconsented rape. That's crazy that we have to say that, but
all rape is.
I know that's the thing. Is she's advocating for a consensual rape. You know, it's because it's the rape. But I know,
of course, it's not a thing. But that's what she's describing.
It's the
that's
equivalent.
Literally what she's describing.
Yeah, that's what she's describing. Which it's going to lead to actual rape. That it's just going to, because when you feed those desires, when you do them more often, it's just going to lead in that direction. But
999.
Well, that's so good because it means no.
Okay. Hey,
that's such a good joke, man.
that's pretty good. Anyways, really, really terrible. And of course, it's advocating for prostitution, which is just not good.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, that's I've heard some bad takes, but that is
that one deserves
awful. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
That does.
Screen rants. Bad takes.
And I'm sorry, Screen Rant. I am apologize. I
was
feel
that
bad.
Screen Rant?
That was the BBC interview,
that's why
but...
I feel bad for Screen Rant.
Yeah,
but that's
labeling.
Our bad take stinger, and it's usually Screen Rant, and I don't want to make them look that bad, and I hate Screen Rant, so I'm sorry for the comparison.
Yeah, for sure.
I apologize.
Yep.
I was gonna say the one kind of way you could look at this that maybe the most bit of charity.
Okay. Is this gonna be another Hitler wasn't that bad?
No. if you're married and it's with your partner, I personally wouldn't mind being woken up to a certain act. You know, I wouldn't mind being woken up.
That's
in a
different thing.
I'm waking up to
Charles,
the experience.
The key word there is that you wake up to.
Yeah,
Exactly. And I'm okay with it.
This has clearly been on Charles's mind ever since his fiance got her visa.
It's only been a week, Charles.
Yeah, we can.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't been.
I mean, in this theoretical situation, I wouldn't be opposed to. Shut up.
The best wake up.
Yes, Charles, it is.
Anyways. But that's completely different because you're waking up.
Best
and
part
it's
about waking up
anyways,
is a certain kind of act. Wow,
okay.
this is the most unfamily friendly show I think we've had.
We've gone way past mentioning uterus, right? Sorry, Mark.
Yeah. So when was the last monetized video that you had? Because we've been on
honestly, a lot of best gens get demonetized, and I always appeal, and it usually gets overturned. My appeal gets approved, and they'll remonetize it. You know, after the initial burst where everyone was watching it, and it's not going to matter. So, but yeah, no. Demonetization almost exclusively comes from using songs or movie clips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime I've been demonetized for like inappropriate content, it's been appealed and I've won. Who knows where this one's going? Yeah, according to Martina, there doesn't have to be any pleasure in the act. That's what Bill Cosby. That's Bill Cosby's fetish was just David's marriage.
Hey, we established I know where the button is, all right?
Yeah. Do you think Bill Cosby was able to find the button?
No.
Nope.
I think he was able.
Moving
to find,
on.
I think he was able to find the button. He wouldn't have to
It took him too long. It took him so long to find the button that he put the women to sleep. Yeah.
I think it happened the other way around, but
You're right. That was an
yeah,
attempt at
it was
a
funny.
joke.
It was funny. It was funny. I know. I was making your joke better by making fun of your joke.
There you
okay,
go.
right?
That's how it's done.
Roll with the punches, Charles. Okay. This is a political one too, but I saw this today, not today, this week, and I'm not even upset. I'm just thoroughly, actually, just 100% confused at how anyone could see the following post, or how anyone could make the following post, much less how anyone could see the following post and think, yeah, that's definitely the situation that happened. Half the reason we're here is because for 10 years, the media has refused to plainly call Trump's lies what they are. Lies. Now correct me if I'm wrong, and even if you're a leftist, I think you could agree with this. Isn't that pretty much the only thing that the media has been doing for the last 10 years is call Donald Trump a liar?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Are you just talking about Fox that has also had their fair share of criticism of Donald Trump? Or are you talking about YouTubers, podcasters who
there are plenty
who refuse to repeat the media narrative and actually speak the truth? Like, even if it was true that Trump was a dirty liar, even if we accept your premise, I don't understand how you could say that the media hasn't been calling him a liar for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they've done.
Yep, pretty much.
This is a bad take.
Is the left really this stupid? Do they believe this? Do you does anyone believe this? I'm not saying, do you think Trump's a liar? That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you think the media hasn't been calling Trump a liar? That's the only thing I've heard.
Yep.
I don't understand. It's so confusing. Yeah.
My better judgment wants to claim that this is rage bait, but I honestly don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
Because of how disengaged. It's not that they're stupid. It's that they're disengaged.
It's not new. What?
Yeah. I was talking with somebody the other day who has some Democratic friends.
Charles, that what you just said just doesn't make sense. They can't be disengaged because the only reason that they hate Trump is because the media has told them to hate Trump. And the only reason that they and if they've heard the reason that they would have been told to hate Trump is because he's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
So they only hate Trump because they've been told he's a liar. So the only reason you could believe this meme is if you forget the reason why you were told to hate Trump.
Not quite.
But you still do.
If you watch a little bit of the leftist media, if you watch just enough to learn who Trump is, that you shouldn't like him and don't really, because there were some Democrats who in the recent election got to the ballot box and were surprised not to see Biden's.
Okay.
They're like, who the heck is
what
this Kamala
is
Harris?
the biggest thing? Like the biggest thing that they've used against him was he's an election denier.
Yes. So I agree.
If
This
you've
is
heard
dumb.
anything about Trump, it's that he's an election denier. Even if you don't even participate, it's Trump just couldn't get over the fact that he lost.
Yep.
He's being accused of
Yeah.
being a liar. I don't believe there's a single person on earth who dislikes Trump, who has TDS, who dislikes Trump, who hasn't been told by the media that he is a liar.
Well,
That Venn diagram is a freaking circle.
Yeah. The only scenario where I could see this being true is if someone does not watch the news, but they hear it from their friends who watch the news.
But even then, they would have heard that he's democracy.
Yeah, but not from the news, you know.
Oh yeah,
They've been
for an
told
example,
by their
actually,
friends that Trump is a liar and stuff, but they don't know from the news. But that either
so
way,
you've created like a
person
teeny pimple on the outside of the Venn diagram.
Yeah.
That's like technically they didn't hear it from the news; they only heard it from a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you
because
got
that's
a little bubble of technicality.
That's where my fiance would be if I didn't talk, because she doesn't pay attention.
That
to
was
politics
just
much,
Charles.
But her friends.
I think
Wait, what?
I think the pimple on the Venn diagram is a lot bigger than we think. I think there's a lot of the
that don't watch the news. If you don't watch the news, then why do you hate Trump?
Because
the only reason you would hate Trump is if you watch the news.
In with their group,
they have friends who hate Trump.
Exactly. A lot of people are not informed. They just don't.
Did you just use "I have black friends" as an excuse?
I'm saying that's their.
Don't worry, guys. I can be stupid. I have friends that hate Trump.
Exactly. These people, they show up to these rallies because their friends are showing up to these No Kings protests. They have no freaking clue what they're there for, what it's about.
So
they don't stay politically informed. They're just showing up because all their friends are.
I don't think that person counts for the other circle then either. The circles are people who hate Trump and people who have been told by the media that Trump is a liar.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a person who just shows up because your friends are there, you don't hate Trump.
I think you just hate Trump because your friends hate Trump.
I see what you're going.
If all of your friends hated Trump, would you jump off them?
Exactly. That's what they're doing.
Anyway, if you guys didn't hear about, I wasn't.
It's
oh my God,
unfathomable. It really is unfathomable, and that's the point.
I wasn't going to talk about the blowjobs at all because it's the most non-news story of all time. They just made up a thing because they just released all of the Epstein files, and none of them have read any of them. They just said, "Oh, Trump's name appears like 100 times." He's like, "Yeah, because he's responsible for putting Epstein in jail." They said, "Oh, his name appears more than any other person in the files," and you're like, and it's like his signature on the bottom. You know, like he's like Trump was president at the time. You know, like
yeah.
and they've said, "Oh, it's so damning," and they haven't produced a single example of him in bad light. See, that's the thing. But is it saying a bad thing about him?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
been known forever. It's been public knowledge that he knew Jeffrey Epstein and he couldn't stand the guy and got a restraining order.
The only damning evidence they can produce is there's a direct quote from Jeffrey Epstein that says, "Trump is the worst guy I know. Not a single good bone in his body." And you're like,
yeah, but the kind of guy you are,
and that makes Trump look bad. If Satan is bad mouthing me, I should feel bad about that. Like that's not a good thing.
I mean, why would Satan lie about that?
Goes up and like, "Oh, we hate women. We hate it when women talk. We execute the gays. We do all of these horrible things. And man, that technically Mexican. I hate him."
Yep.
How is that an own? So because they couldn't actually come up with not a single piece of evidence of him doing something bad in the Epstein files, they just made up the fact that apparently I haven't seen the source because the source doesn't exist. It's just people posting saying they made up a lie that Trump gave frequent oral to Bill Clinton. because we definitely wouldn't have heard of that already.
Yeah.
That definitely wouldn't have come up
When Hillary was the running mate.
or when Monica
Biden.
happened, right?
Yeah.
Or when Biden was in power.
Right. No, we would have heard that in the primaries when Hillary was running against Trump.
I have
if
black
that was
fiancé.
the case. That is, well, I don't
I've
know.
got
That maybe
better
not,
than
because
black.
that makes both of them look bad. But
Yeah.
I don't think Hillary
Sorry, I
wants
didn't mean to interrupt.
anyone to be reminded of that. But yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So I wasn't even going to bring it up because I don't even think it's worth acknowledging because it's literally nonsense. They're just saying it. Oh, wow. And they're making memes about it. Like, oh, man, that dance makes sense. He's jerking off two penises because he asked Bill Clinton's D.
That's so stupid.
That is incredibly, incredibly dumb. They don't know how to make memes as well. That's the other thing I've noticed. They don't know. I mean, that's all right. That's an all right meme, I guess. But they did the similar thing with the couch and the vice president.
Yeah.
They completely just made up.
JD Vance. They said it was an excerpt from his book, which does exist, and then they created a fake excerpt where he talks about having sex with his couch. And you're like, so
The same thing. Like the only mud is artificial.
It's almost like the only thing the left can do is lie.
Man,
And for some reason, they've never once called Trump a liar. Why don't they do that?
Man,
yeah, sure.
They should get on that strat.
Clip it. Do it yourself. I haven't heard that one. Vince, whatever. Give a crap.
Source, I guess.
Anyway, that's enough politics for today. Oh wait, no, one more.
Yeah.
This is fun though. It's not politics. This is just common sense. This is a real actual poster that was in a real actual school that someone took a picture of. And
oh boy,
I think it speaks for itself. And I think that the entire Department of Education needs to be completely dismantled.
Yeah. Those gears ain't turning.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I was like, wait, what's wrong with this? Oh, yeah.
There's a gear. It might be too small, but there's a student's gear, and a teacher's gear, and a parent's gear. In a locked system that will never turn.
Yep.
It would be perfect though if the teeny gear, if this gear was students, and then a teeny gear for parents, and then a big gear for Marxists. And you're like, hey, I wonder, the biggest obstruction in this, simple system seems to be indoctrination. But
Yep.
That would be more fitting.
That would have been too perfect.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some truth to what they were trying to say. The parents and teachers need to be united, which is why the public.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, I like the message. Like,
destroyed.
yes, I think you should definitely let parents be able to be involved in their children's education. And I don't think that schools in California should be able to
exclude parents from
ban parents
decisions.
From knowing that their kids are secretly meeting with gay guidance counselors on how to and teaching their children how to transition. And legally, the state does not have to divulge that information to that said child's parents. Yeah. I agree with I think parents should definitely be involved in the kids' education.
Yep. Anyways, that's just funny. That's a funny.
So yeah. No way in heck I haven't seen Now You Three Meet. It's a garbage franchise and probably a garbage film. I know it's a garbage film because I saw the scene that they're really proud of in the trailer. They do a scene where they're not even pulling a heist. It's just magicians talking to each other and like, hey, these are some new magicians, and they're just like having a discussion and they're trying to like one up each other with magic tricks. And you're like, okay, but like, even if these were tricks that could physically exist without you doing them with CGI, they would take preparation. And you don't walk into a room where you're just going to talk. And yeah. And there's people that they walk into the room for the first time and they have prepared like a quick change outfit. And you're like,
mm-hmm. Yeah, like a magician might have some tricks up their sleeve or a stacked deck ready to go at any given time. But yeah, not like a quick change outfit.
There's an explosion. There's like confetti. She throws confetti in the air and it drops down and she's changed her outfit. And you're like, you were like, you ran to the store for McDonald's, right? Like you went to go pick up lunch and decided to go to lunch in a quick change outfit.
That would be a really good bit.
And also, there's no reason why any of them are doing magic tricks. Like, they're just talking. And you're like, they're literally introducing themselves to each other. Because the old guard meets a couple of new magicians for the new movie. And you're like, okay, so the people who made this movie are retarded and know nothing about actual magic.
It would be a really cool
as an amateur magician myself.
Real magic.
I've dabbled quite a bit in magicianry. I know several tricks. I'm a little bit rusty. If I tried doing it right now, I might flash.
Yeah. What they need to do is they need to make a movie based off the actual premise where they do real magic and there's no CGI, where they actually just perform the magic tricks and film it.
I think it's a great premise.
Yeah.
I think the idea of using, sleight of hand, which is a real skill, to pull off heists, that's fun. And instead, it was written by a dumb, stupid head who doesn't like magic and doesn't like heists, because I can't imagine anyone would write this movie on purpose who enjoys the genre. Oh my goodness, Mark.
That's a good signal.
I'm not talking about my uterus. It's a term in magic. If you perform the trick poorly and you give away the secret, that's called flashing.
Mm-hmm.
You get a teeny. Oh! I saw that was a force because I saw him do.
If they do. Yeah.
That's called a flash.
Anyways.
Don't cancel me over using the correct vernacular. Yeah.
Anyways,
so
House of premise, but
or Plur1bis.
Let's do House of David first. Unless you haven't seen it, Charles.
I've seen it.
Or do you guys want to quickly? Because I just updated the whole schedule for next year too.
I'm gonna go over the next.
You guys want to look at the schedule?
Upcoming bits,
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we got coming down the sledge pipes?
Okay, so the sledge pipes we got. Let me change this real quick. Sorry, hold on. I do this for my sanity, but it really looks bad on screen. Okay, so I realized also we almost went an entire year without canceling a show, and it was my fault because I got sick. But the last years, like, we canceled like 5 shows, and there was like 6 shows the year before that. We almost went a full year. That was a good year. We did a good job. Yeah, we got House of David, which ends next week, right here. Oh, Wicked Part 2 comes out next week? Heck yeah. I can not watch that. Also, the Mighty Nine premieres next week. That is the I don't really care. It's Critical Role.
Yeah, it's the Vox Machina.
So it's their second campaign
thing. Yeah.
So I never finished watching season 3 of Vox Machina. I've kind of I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I just got really disinterested in season 3. So I didn't think it was very good. Yeah. So
I thought it was okay, but
their second campaign is being adapted into a TV show. So that's there. I think I'm sure Jared's probably going to watch it. Jared Prime. Because he was enjoying Vox Machina quite a bit, but I'm sure someone's going to watch it, so we might be talking about that. We'll have Plur1bis through the end of the year, and that's the finale of both Mighty Nine and Plur1bis, and then there's also Wonder Man. Don't care about that. Wake Up. Actually, I'm definitely going to watch that. I'm going to watch the Knives Out 3.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch.
I didn't know that was coming out so soon.
And then Avatar: Fire and Ash. Heck yeah, I'm watching that. And then Fallout. I didn't know we're getting Fallout in December, season 2.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I didn't know that was that soon.
Yeah, I knew it was soon.
Yeah.
I thought it was next year, but we're not. We're getting it December. So Fallout season 2, and then Stranger Things is going to be
the first bit of Stranger Things. They're breaking it up into 3 different sections, apparently.
This is really,
Yeah.
the last section comes out.
I think the last section
New
is
Year's
just
Eve.
one final episode.
It's just the final episode. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 episodes. I think it's just maybe it's just. I think it's probably just 5 episodes, right? 2 episodes, and then whatever. I don't know the number. The next year, Fallout will go through January. Stranger Things finale. This will be a slow week. Maybe we can watch a movie in there or something. And then Animal Control season 4 comes back.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Nice.
And then,
season 3 was the best season yet, I think.
It was season 3
was really good. It's been really finding its stride.
It's not as good as seasons 1 and 2. Vox Machina, Fallout, what?
Animal Control.
Animal.
That was too fast a comment for Animal Control.
No, that was a while ago. What show you talking
Probably
about? You
Vox,
just mentioned
Vox season 3. Yeah,
Vox Machina.
Yeah.
I agree. It was Vox Machina. Oh, yeah. I didn't see your first comment. Yeah, I thought season 3 was just. It wasn't like, oh, I hate this show now. It was just like,
yeah.
It
definitely wasn't as good.
I watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, when it was time to start the next week, I just it was a busy week, and I just had no desire to turn it back on.
Yeah. It was still fun. I still enjoyed it, but it definitely wasn't as good as. I think season 2 was probably the best.
I thought people didn't like the Dota TV show. Maybe if it was good, I'll have to check it out. Isn't it like 3D animation though? I just really don't like that kind of animation.
No, it's 2D animation.
Then I might check it out.
Dota?
Oh no, it was like the
On Netflix?
Dragon's Dog. Was it Dragon's Dogma? There was another show that came out around the same time that had 3D animation, and I was like, yikes, that looks terrible. If it's not Dota, I'll check out Dota. So there's Animal Control.
Okay.
Season 4. That'll be fun. I mean, it's not going to be like a show we need to discuss every week. We can talk about it, the last 3 episodes have been pretty funny,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we got Pendragon and Seven Kingdoms premiering
this is
simultaneously.
Dude, there's 10 shows happening. Okay, it's freaking crazy. Okay,
That's gonna be a lot of.
Here's the thing. There might be a fix though. Okay, just hear me out. Bone Temple. I'm excited for that one. That's the 28 years later, part 2, Bone Temple, which comes out 28 weeks after the first movie, that was fun. I really liked it. I know some people hated it. I loved it. I'm excited for part 2. And then Pendragon Cycle and Seven Kingdoms both premiere
Just 6 episodes.
Not on the same day, but on the same week.
Yeah.
But you don't have a current Daily Wire subscription, but you did. I think there are.
I do.
I think there are multiple tiers to the Daily Wire subscription, and they said the Daily Wire premium accounts get early access to the first 2 episodes of the Pendragon cycle in December.
Interesting. I'll have to see what we have because
So,
we didn't cancel it yet.
If there are more tiers, now it would kind of mess up the schedule. It would also kind of alleviate some stress.
Oh, your audio just cut out. It would alleviate some stress. Nope, can't hear you.
Yeah, Alan, we can't hear you. Oh, he knows. Okay.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yep, we're good.
Sorry, I have trouble with this mic, and I'm upset because it's brand new. The annual, the Bone Temple, the Temple of the Uteri.
Yeah.
So the Temple of the Sex Positive Future, where you can bang unconscious women, but with consent.
Oh boy.
So it would. Here's the thing. It would like if we got early access, we could move Pendragon to this week where there's nothing.
But is it just the 2 episodes?
It's the first 2 episodes, and then here's the thing: you'd have to wait 4 weeks before you got new Pendragon content. If we indulged ourselves and watched 2 episodes early, that's tempting, but also like, ooh, that would suck.
Yeah.
So, David's gonna have to check to see what kind of subscription he has.
I've got the annual Insider.
I think they said there's another tier.
There's the
like
all access. I think
it's Daily Wire All Access gets early episodes.
No, hold on. All access is cheaper than what I got. Oh no, no. They're doing a discount.
Oh yeah, because they want people to sign up for Pendragon.
Actually, yeah, my subscription renews in 2 weeks. It renews on Thanksgiving, actually. So, and the all access amount is actually $20 cheaper for the next year than to stay on my current plan. So we could do that.
Do you sign up for a full year though?
Yeah. That's what we've been doing.
If we
Hold on, can we?
If we do it early, we will be really careful. We'll save it for last, and we'll say, hey, we're going to talk spoilers now. We'll preamble it. We won't like jump into Pendragon.
Oh yeah, that's true. Not everyone else is going to have access to it. So what's the use? What's the sense in?
But here's the thing: the only people who will have access to it will have some sort of Daily Wire subscription, and I think there's going to be huge people who sign up just for Pendragon. So
probably. Well, I signed up just for Pendragon 2 years ago, and it's finally coming out.
Well, that was really dumb, David.
Yeah. No, I signed up for the Bent Key stuff, and that was pretty good when it first launched, but they haven't really added anything to it.
There's too many things to pay for these days.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, okay.
It hurts me because I really, really want to support a lot of these Christian and conservative streaming platforms, but you're charging just as much as the premium, Netflix, Amazon, HBO, and they have, a fraction of the content.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would be soon because and I think that'll happen a lot faster with House of David. Because they don't have their own separate streaming service, the Wonder Project. It's an add-on.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot slower. And I'm sure it will happen at some point. They'll license streaming to other services. I
don't know. Maybe
especially if it's popular,
they
but
still haven't licensed all of their movies and stuff that they made. I was expecting them to do the documentary, What is a Woman? That was huge, and I was expecting them to release that on YouTube.
it's because they don't really have a
something.
backlog. That's
Yeah.
so they don't. That's kind of all they have, right? But if Pendragon blows up enough, like.
Yeah, that's true. If there's people willing to pay for
see
it,
them
then yeah.
maybe like a year after it goes live, maybe licensing it to someone else.
Yeah.
But if it does, it's going to be a long wait.
Yeah.
Because like this is like how they get their money back. I mean, they would get some money back too if they license it, but not as much. They want you to sign up for Daily Wire so you can see Pendragon.
Yeah.
So
right now they're doing their lifetime membership to Daily Wire for $1,500 one-time payment.
oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be.
I don't know if they're going to do anything stupid in the future. They would be really ashamed to pay for a lifetime subscription. And then Ben Shapiro gets up there and goes, "Actually, I hate all the Jews." And you're like, "But what?" From Ben Shapiro? From Ben Shapiro, but he is a Jew.
He was a Nazi all along.
Actually, I am a Nazi. Sig Heil. And you're like,
Actually,
Ben Shapiro?
yeah.
What?
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're on the Epstein list. That's it. That's what.
I mean, Charles would love that, but
hey, sign me up.
okay. So the point of the story is, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Pendragon Cycle, Animal Control, and Fallout are going to all be at the same time, and then Fallout ends in February. Man. And then Shrinking. We're probably not going to talk about. I have like every show that's airing that I'm interested in. We're probably not going to talk about it. Shrinking season 3, that's an Apple show. It's pretty darn good. Although I'm probably not going to have an Apple subscription.
Yeah,
because I'm unsubbing right.
That's one I've been interested in watching, but
it's pretty good.
I haven't got.
I'm confused how it's able to exist in the modern era because it sounds like a based show.
Shrinking. It's kind of, it's not super woke. There's a teeny bit of wokeness in it, but it's actually pretty. The first season of Shrinking is really good.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's Jason. It's not Sudeikis. Not Momoa. Jason Segel. Jason Segel. Harrison Ford. Have some wonderful chemistry, and it's also the crazy wife from Scrubs, the mean doctor. His wife. She's
the Latina.
No, the blonde. Not the black friend, not his wife. JD's the main character. What's the
JD's love interest?
No, it's his mentor, the main Scrubs, which is coming up. We're going to talk about it in a second.
His
mentor. It has been so long since I've watched Scrubs.
I don't remember him having a wife.
No, so it's Perry Cox. Cox has a wife.
In the show?
Yeah.
I do not remember that. I need to rewatch Scrubs. That's a good show.
Christina Miller is the actress. She's in the show. She's really good in Shrinking. I really like her. She's marching. I don't give a crap. I don't care. I'm obviously not. I haven't seen it. I've been writing for a D&D campaign all night and stressing about it all day, and then playing it and then doing this. So I don't know. I'm out of the loop. Shrinking season 1 is really, really good. And season 2 is okay. There was a little bit of wokeness in season 2, but not enough to turn me off from the show. But it also, like, the plot wasn't very tight. Like, it was a really meandering plot, and it was one of those things where, like, you kind of didn't know what the point of the season was. So like, hey, what's the story arc this season? And it kind of just did a bunch of things, and some of them were good and some of them were dumb, and there were some things that were a little silly. And then it ends, and they really like the ending of season 2, and I'm really excited for season 3. But season 2, it was a wash. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. But I really enjoyed season 1. It's very funny.
Okay. All right.
And chemistry, man, between Jason Sudeikis, Seagal, and Harrison Ford, phenomenal.
It just doesn't seem like a show that, because the premise is a shrink starts being honest.
Yeah.
So sounds like a huge problem against woke people. Because I think that's based, but that's
he's not honest like that. Yeah, but he's not saying like,
so he's not. Okay.
Well, he starts telling people what to do instead of making them figure it out themselves.
That's conversion therapy.
No, but it's funny. It's good.
Yeah, see, that sounds awesome, and that sounds based. But conversion therapy is the greatest. Greatest evil since Hitler.
Anyway, it's not gonna show we're gonna be talking about every week. But I know Jared's watching it, and I'm watching it. I'm probably not gonna watch it until Silo comes back. So we're probably not gonna watch it. But there might be some updates, or maybe
I'm gonna check it out. I haven't seen it.
I just have too many subscriptions right now, and I was planning on unsubscribing from Apple TV right after Plur1bis is over because they just upped the price, and I was just gonna wait till Silo and Dark Matter season 2 come out. Okay. They did something in season 2. They brought in a new character that I'm excited about. Because it's another actress from How I Met Your Mother. Mm-hmm. And I think they've always had really good chemistry on that show, which is really like hard to watch now. I'm really excited to see what they do together. I think it'll be really fun.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. That's not one that and the Animal Control. They're not ones we're gonna have a whole lot to discuss. But then I had no idea that
this episode was good.
I had no idea that this was even existed, much less
I heard about it last week
in February. There is a Scrubs revival TV show with the entire original cast at the end of February, man. I think it's Hulu. It's Fox, yeah. I am so freaking pumped.
Yeah.
I like Scrubs a lot. I think I've watched the whole thing twice. I even enjoy the spin-off reboot continuation.
The spin-off reboot.
It's not as good.
It's
not as good, but I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
The finale episode was actually really good.
I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I was actually really confused at the people who hated it. Because I was like,
I didn't hate it. It's just very different.
It got a ton of hate. Like, people hated it. And
I understand it.
I was genuinely confused. I was like,
but
it's pretty funny. Like, I like the new characters, and it would. Like, that's the whole point, is that like Zach Braff was doing a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
He had other projects. And so it was nice that we got a little bit of him. But obviously he wasn't the focus. It was literally like it had a subtitle. It wasn't Scrubs anymore. It was Scrubs the new school. It was Scrubs med school or something. I can't remember.
Something like that, yeah.
I thought it was really good. But I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the revival.
Yeah.
And then One Piece season 2 comes out after Pendragon finishes.
That's on Netflix again, right?
Yeah. And it's probably dropping all at once. So we probably want to break that up. And this is like the first movie I'm excited for. Hail Mary Project.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that looks good.
And I know there's a bunch of like secondary TV shows, but I was like, these don't feel like important enough to move over into the first category.
Yeah.
Dude, Scrubs is good.
A lot of stuff.
And I think it holds up.
I agree. Yeah.
And much more so than How I Met Your Mother does. I've tried rewatching How I Met Your Mother, and I could not get back. I couldn't finish season 1. I was like, it's really cringy. Like, I enjoyed it while it lasted. I think it was a good show, but the laugh track and some of the jokes just really just don't land.
Yeah. I really
most shows with laugh tracks now don't hold up.
And
I don't think there's a laugh track in Scrubs, is there?
I don't think so.
There's not.
So.
But like,
fantastic.
But it's clever. It's really clever.
There's a lot of really clever jokes and gags.
Scrubs is clever and dumb. It's really stupid humor and really smart humor mixed together. So you get a bit of both, and then it'll randomly hit you with an episode that makes you cry, and you're like, "What? Yeah. What are you doing? Stop!
Yeah,
stop it!"
Yeah, it's really good.
What? Why did you bring Brendan Fraser onto the show? Just to end it like this.
Yeah.
Why would
don't spoil? I don't want to know what happened to Brendan Fraser.
What?
Why? It's really good. It's fantastic, and they have such good gags in the show. They just run
very funny
the whole thing. All of the
I'm rewatching all of Scrubs.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
We should do it
just in time for the Scrubs revival, and I'm including it wasn't even a reboot because it came out right after Scrubs ended, so you can't call it a reboot. The spin-off continuation sequel show. I'm including season 1, and I was actually upset that did not get renewed for season 2.
Well, the finale of that kind of wrapped up the entire series very well. It brought back Zach Braff in the final episode. It was really good.
In the first episode too.
Yeah,
the first episode was so funny. With what's the black guy's name?
Tucker. Is that the Scrubs interns?
Turk.
Is that the shoot-off show? Interns. Okay.
Interns. Yeah.
Interns,
so it's Turk. So JD and Turk like see each other across the quad. They're like, oh, yeah, and they like run. It's guy love between two guys. I still remember that song. Like, so funny.
Yeah, it's great. And this is also, I was been trying to say for a while, it's a shame that other Jared is not here because this is one of his favorite shows.
Yeah. No,
he and his wife love
Jared's the one who showed me Scrubs. I was like, I love the show now. So thanks to Jared for turning me on to Scrubs. Not like that, you sickos. Also, like if you're tired of characters who are best friends who suddenly become gay lovers and bang, watch Scrubs because I think it is the best on-screen bromance in all of television. They're best friends. They love each other.
Yeah,
and they're not gay.
Yeah, that's a good point. And
I don't think there's a bromance that's better.
They've been making some banger commercials lately.
Their commercial, their AT&T, or is it Verizon or AT&T? T-Mobile. Their T-Mobile commercials are very funny.
Very good commercials.
The Suits guys did one that wasn't as good, and then the T-Mobile commercial that's airing right now makes me want to end my life. It's freaking Zoe Saldana. And
yes, I've seen that one.
It's Zoe Saldana, some annoying black rapper whose name I don't know, and Jeff Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no joke. The joke is that they're famous, I guess.
Yeah,
Zoe Saldana comes on screen and she goes, "Hey, here's the T-Mobile deal that you can get." And no, it's not a black guy. It's freaking Jared Leto. And Jared Leto is the other one, and Jared Leto goes, "Wow, how did you do that?" And you're like, but you're confused as not. It's like, do what? Like clearly read from the teleprompter. You can see her eyes going like, do what? He's impressed with her acting, and you're like, how did you do that? And then Jeff Bridges is like, that's the kind of stuff that just can't be taught, or can it? And then he reads a line dramatically from the teleprompter about
Yeah.
how you can save money, and they go, and scene. It's brilliant. And you're like,
it was so dumb. It's so cringy. So pat
I
on the
have
back.
never
We're
hated
actors.
a commercial or the people in it more in my, and I like Jeff Bridges and Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
And I despise that commercial, and I hate everyone in it. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah,
Yeah.
the
I've
Scrubs
always
T-Mobile
hated-
commercials are hilarious. I know you haven't watched Scrubs. Watch it.
I've always
Yeah.
hated
Repent.
Really
cameos in general, where they're just
Look.
like the joke or the punchline is the cameo because this person is so amazing.
Well,
Cameo's
I'll
gonna carry
push back on that a little bit because there's another similar vibe commercial going on right now with Kristen Bell that is actually really, really good. It's for some
Is that the
credit
one
card.
where she hates her kids?
Yeah,
I can't stand that commercial. I'm so sick of the punchline of a commercial being, "I'm a bad parent."
Yeah,
Ha ha, so funny.
I do get that.
I hate that commercial almost as much as I hate Jeff Bridges
Which one
for
which
doing
one-
that
Christian-
T-Mobile commercial. It's a
Christian Bale.
trav. I love my kids almost as much. I love being a bad parent to my kids almost as much as I love the points that I get.
Yeah,
The points I get
but
from my
the joke-
credit card.
The joke is that they're not her kids, though. That's why I think it works. It's like, oh, I know
Who
what
is
you're
this
thinking.
again?
I'm in this commercial with my fake kids just to sell this credit card. But what I actually hear is for the points that I get on this credit card. I don't know. I thought it was fun.
So here's what I have.
It's not
Mark Clark. Oh, Mark and Fit. So I thought it was a duplicated comment. It's Mark and Fit. Neither of you have watched Scrubs.
Get on that.
Well,
it's good.
No man can walk so long in the shadow that he cannot come again to the light.
It's good.
Repent.
I put it on the same par.
Do not procrastinate the day of your repentance. Scrubs is legitimately funny.
It's really good.
It's a laugh out loud hilarious.
I put it in the same category as Office and Parks and Rec. I think it's right up there with the greats. I like it better than The Office.
I
don't know about.
I
think
enjoy Parks and Rec more.
probably-
think-
I agree. I think Parks and Rec is probably better, but man, Scrubs is just
It's classic.
it just hits it out of the park right from the get go.
You got some no bake cookies, boy? Did you put some peanut
Nice.
butter in it? You better have put some peanut butter in it.
I think peanut butter. Is
Sorry,
overrated.
he chose no
Way to
bake
go,
cookies
Charles.
over Charles spaghetti ramen.
Good.
Was that the
Tin Man?
Emerald City or Tin Man? I haven't seen either of them, but those are two Wizard of Oz shows. Have I
Yep.
seen the Grandma AI commercial? Maybe.
I've been seeing a lot of like blatant AI commercials that don't even try to clean it up. I'm like, it's here. It's here.
Did I put a penny in the elevator door? What are we talking about? What is this in reference to?
I do not know.
I don't know
Put it-
either.
Penny on the railroad track.
I don't get it. Your reference is too obscure.
Hmm.
Is that so? Oh no, that's a thing in Scrubs. There's a penny episode.
Hmm.
I don't remember the context though. I don't remember why there was a
Break down the elevator so the janitor had to repair it.
it's something that pisses off the janitor.
Yeah, dude, the janitor.
What was the why? What was
janitor's
the
the best.
Oh,
What's the
sorry.
rest
I
of
know
that
what
episode?
Mark was talking about. Talking about the
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's the reason. It's the flashback episode
Yes,
that explains
of
the
why he
janitor's
hates
hatred
so
for
much.
JD.
That's right.
And
That's
he
beautiful.
I don't remember why he did it, but he breaks the elevator with a penny, and the janitor hates him for it.
Yep.
You can bring back deceased loved ones with AI so that you can have catharsis and have a final goodbye conversation with them. Because
no, in the commercial
that's healthy.
Yeah.
in the commercial he replaces his mom with his grandma's AI. Basically, he's
That's
talking
funny.
to the grandma's
Yeah.
AI throughout his entire life, and just showing him.
It
And
reminds me of Theft of Fire that I'm reading right now.
yeah,
Dude, so good, right?
good.
How
Yeah.
far are you? How far are you into Theft of Fire?
I don't want to spoil the process.
Wait, did
but
you
I'm
buy
on,
it?
Yeah, I bought it.
Okay, I was like, because I have an extra key actually.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. No, I paid for it. I'm on chapter 16. About
I
it
don't
says
know how many
40% through.
So you're in the good.
I'm in the
sweet
good
spot
book.
right now.
He just made the deal that he didn't want to make.
You just had that's the best. Oh,
That was good.
I love it when they're trying to just screw each other over.
Yeah.
It's so tasty.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
That scene where he's like, I'm just gonna make this deal that she's not gonna agree with,
Ugh.
and then so we'll just leave it alone and we'll part ways, and then she agrees to it, and you're like, oh crap. now I have to do this.
But just them
trying
refusing to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And just trying to undermine everything the other person does, and both of them are doing like it is such a fun book. I love Theft of Fire. I really, really, really want to say it's the best book I've read all year, but I don't know because I read the last 2 Dungeon Crawler Carl books this year too. And I don't know if it's just recency bias.
Yeah.
But if Theft of Fire might have been better than Dungeon Crawler Carl 6 and 7. It's really close.
I don't know about that. You know what it was giving me vibes of though? It was reminding me, especially in the very beginning part of it, of the Isles of the Emberdark portion with the spacecraft and the dragon person lady.
So
I'm like, this is what we could have got. Like these.
Oh, okay.
These. It was reminding me of a better version of that.
Okay. Because I was really confused. You just told me that the best book I've read all year reminded you of the worst book I've read all year.
It had similar vibes to it, and it was like, oh my gosh, that part of that book. I enjoyed Isles of the Emberdark, but the bits with
I thought it was okay.
Stargaze or whatever the heck her name was were very insufferable, I think, at times.
Starblazer.
Yeah. But this character in the book reminds me a lot of that interaction, especially in the first couple chapters.
Oh, the princess?
Yeah, the princess.
She is everything. I agree.
She's everything that character should have been.
What you said wasn't stupid. I thought you were stupid, but your clarification, I get it. Yes,
it's
the
what
character
that
in Theft of Fire
been.
is everything that Brandon Sanderson character should have been.
Exactly.
That's great.
And that's what was going through my mind. The first 5 chapters of the book. I was like, it just, it's really good.
Let's get the Screen Rant Award in the chat for David. Or we need a new award, the National Not a Retard Award. But that's the same thing. That's what the Screen Rant Award of Excellence is.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do to get a Screen Rant Award of Excellence is to not be retarded. We're 2 hours in. We haven't talked about any of the shows.
Right? Okay, let's do House of David real quick.
We haven't talked about either of the shows. There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do just fine.
Pull it up in here, but
that 1 week.
I don't think I have a lot to say about House of David other than it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that is true. There is not a lot to talk about in this specific episode because a lot happened, but it's all stuff we knew was going to happen already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weren't a lot of surprises. Doesn't mean it wasn't good.
Yeah, we all knew everything was going to happen pretty much.
Oh,
but I
sorry, you voted too late. David already started talking about House of David. Sorry, Mark.
Let's get it out of the way because I think Plur1bis is going to take a lot.
I don't have a lot to say about House of David.
I was not expecting the thing with the brother.
We've talked about
the confrontation.
You weren't expecting his action.
Yeah,
but we literally talked about the possibility of him, of why he did that.
I think I was gone because I didn't watch the episode.
No, we've talked about how. Yeah, I think the brother is being duplicitous.
Duplicitous.
Because
it
skipped. It skipped. It showed the flashback of him getting tortured, and then it showed him standing up to the guy. But then he was just back, and you're like, something else happened here.
Yeah.
And we literally mentioned, like, I think he's probably working for them or working with them.
Yeah, we've talked. I had forgotten about that, and the only thing is that in the previous episode,
what are
where
you
he kind of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think that's a reference to our previous thing where we thought he was saying the House of David when he was saying the House of the Dragon.
That's right.
House of the Dragon has oral in it.
It was the second time you made that joke, and I didn't understand it the first time. How come Charles, the dumbest person on the panel, got the joke?
Because it was a dumb joke.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I also don't think that was Mark that made that comment initially. But anyway,
wasn't. I think it was
I do love all the political machinations in this one where with the or actually was that the previous episode with the dinner, the wedding party?
The wedding party was previous episode, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that was good. Has Zoe Deschanel in it. Too.
Yes.
And Alan Cumming. And Neil McDonald. Is this a good show? Is Tin Man good?
What's it on?
You can watch it on Zumo Play, dude. What is that? I've never heard of that.
Huh.
Is it good? Is Tin Man
Zoe
good?
No, Alan Cumming.
Look, the poster looks really silly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so House of David, I really, really liked in this episode that they didn't shy away from the, let's say, R-rated nature of the Bible, and he goes and
straight up oral in it. Lot's daughters show up and just go to town.
Yeah, but no, with the request to.
That's a deep
procure the items in the bag.
Yeah, that was previous episode as well.
That was previous episode? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Items in the bag.
But you're right. That's fantastic. I love that.
The proof
the bag seems really small.
Yes.
The bag seems rather small.
No, we talked about this last week. They didn't even show it.
They showed the bag, yeah.
They showed the bag. And the rest happened off screen? Are you kidding me?
You wanted to see that?
I wanted to see all 200 circumcisions on
every
camera.
one of them.
Yeah.
Every
weak
one of
sauce.
Them. If Peacemaker can get away with what they did in the first episode, they could.
And it wouldn't even be full frontal. It would be just the tip.
But
that's the best joke I've made all night.
That was a really good.
So yeah, House of David is fantastic. I love that it
I think
leading up to the finale, just like last season. It started with that teaser of Goliath, and then built up to Goliath, and now it's brought up to the teaser of Saul finding out, and now we're here.
They didn't. So I looked away for like a teeny bit when they were sitting on the marriage bed. I didn't see how that scene started. Did they get to consummate the marriage, or were they just about to start?
They closed the door and faded to black.
But then they were sitting on the bed with their clothes like they were about to start.
Well, that was, but then they went back at the very end of the episode.
Look, I'm just looking out for my man David. Okay,
he's
clearly getting banished. It would be nice if he went out with a bang.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
He got to consummate, said Maraj.
But it seemed like it was that same night.
Yeah, it was. He got called away because
he got a single night's of.
Then why were there clothes on?
Wait, no. Hold on. That was you're conflating two different scenes. Again, it was the last episode.
No, it's this
Where
episode.
Jonathan got
they
married.
get married.
And he had to leave the marriage bed to go help David and rescue him.
I'm not
In this
conflating two
scene-
scenes. That also happened last episode.
in this
okay?
one,
in this
it-
one, they
with
go
him going
to,
into
they
the
get married. It shows them going into their room, and then it shows the
getting summoned by the king.
no. Then it shows the murder, and then the plotting,
Right.
and it's still nighttime, and then he gets summoned by the king, and it seems
Well,
like.
It's implied that he did it. They did the didgeridoo.
It seems
they
like
just got
David
his
didn't
name
last
afterward.
very long.
He's in
And
his
then they put their
nightgown.
clothes back on.
Yeah, he's in his
I
nightgown.
guess.
Nah.
They didn't
If you're
wanna
still
sleep.
sitting in bed, you took the time to get out of bed and put your clothes back on and then get back into bed. That's not how. I'm sorry. That's
It's
not
his first
how
time.
any
How
wedding
do you know
night
how they
should
did it back in
progress.
biblical times?
That's
It's his
not
first
a wedding.
time. You don't
night.
know how long he lasts. It's his first time.
It seemed to me like it was implying that David didn't get any poontang, and I really want to know if he did or not.
Why is this always the topic of our conversations? This always comes back to this.
He's just got uteruses on the mind for some reason.
Got uterus on the brain. What's
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So I
Black
think
Panther
it's
3? That's
implied-
happening? I doubt it.
Oh, really?
I doubt that's ever happening. They what's the next Marvel thing? So we're getting a Spider-Man movie,
Ryan
which won't be important
Coogler.
to the overall MCU at all. It's just going to be its own thing. And then we get Doomsday.
Okay.
They've canceled like 100 TV shows already now, and
Yeah.
100 movies.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
supposed to get Avengers Khan Dynasty, Wrath of Khan. No,
Kang
what was it
Dynasty.
called? The Qing Dynasty,
Kang.
the Kang Dynasty. We were supposed to get the Kang Avengers movie 2 weeks ago, but that was canceled a long time ago. But
Yeah. that was
why
the
is David in
original.
bed? Because it's his honeymoon, bro.
So, in regards to Black Panther 3, the guy Ryan Coogler has said it's his next movie, and there's
That
rumors
doesn't
about
mean
it.
it's
There's not
actually gonna
rumors.
happen, though.
Yeah, no, that's not. That's all that I can.
Disney's
Yeah.
canceling projects left and right, dude. There's no Star Wars. We're
Yeah.
getting
Technically,
Grogu
Ryan Johnson
movie?
trilogy of Star Wars movies still hasn't been officially canceled.
eventually. Okay, I think we're gonna get it because it's already filmed. We're getting the Ryan Gosling Starfighters movie, but we're supposed to get a Rey movie. We're supposed to get a Ryan Johnson trilogy.
Yeah.
And we've got.
The
When was
only
the-
one
How long ago did Rise of Skywalker come out? And we were supposed to get a Star Wars movie every year.
Yeah, well, it was going to be every other year. It was going to be Star Wars and then Avatar, Star Wars then Avatar.
No, because they were doing the spin-off ones too.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That was the main
But
trilogy.
yeah, the only one that I think is actually going to happen is the Mandalorian Grogu movie.
Disney destroys everything it touches, just like the House of David destroys the House of Saul.
And then the House of David destroys
There you
the
go.
house.
David didn't get destroyed because he didn't get touched on his wedding night.
They went in with their wedding clothes and they came out in their bedroom attire.
No, like they
After
were.
it faded to black.
Look,
It's
my
implied.
contention is they were wearing clothes. They
But
could
they
have
were
done the
wearing
same scene
different
under the
clothes.
sheets.
They
It's
could
their
have done that.
undergar. You take off the outer layer, and you've got your undergarments on.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yeah.
think that they got frisky.
Okay.
well, our heart goes out to David.
But it's good. Yeah,
Um,
it's good. I
Maybe
like.
that's how they explain the other marriages actually, and they say, "Oh, it was never consummated. The marriage is annulled," and so he gets like married to other women now.
Well, he does get married to
Well,
another woman.
Yeah, because I've been wondering how they're gonna do that. Because that's not gonna audience is not gonna
Yeah, it's good. I hope it's done well.
Yeah,
because they've
His marriage doesn't get annulled. He's
really
supposed to-
built up the whole like, oh no, like Mirab is not Mirab, Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Mirab's the sister, right?
Mikhail.
Mikhail is
Yeah.
like my one true love. But then they kind of hinted at it at this episode too. She's like, "Do I have all of you?" And he's like, and he gives a weird look. But I get what they're hinting at, but also like it hasn't been hinted at before, like that second. So like, why would he hesitate in that moment when he's clearly demonstrated the past 2 seasons?
Yeah.
That, like, I mean, because look,
It's a little
look.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: Mirab's a hottie too. Okay,
Yeah.
and if that was all he cared about, he wouldn't have complained so much.
Yeah.
Exactly. I get what you're going at.
So that I get what they were doing in that scene. It felt kind of sudden though, where I was like,
"You're right. It makes sense for us, but it didn't make sense for the character at the time."
Because he gets married. He does get married. Is it like Abigail or something? Abigail or something like that? He gets married to another woman while in exile, and then once he
2
becomes
women,
king,
I believe.
he demands. Oh yeah, maybe another one.
Yeah, there's 2.
I know there's one at least, and then he demands
steals somebody's wife and
the
then
return. Well, that's later.
No,
That's
he
when
like
he's king.
He's
He, like-
king.
That's
no
when he's
as
after king.
there's that too. But as he's
He steals
exiled,
another
there's
wife?
some he kills the guy's he's
He
wicked.
just becomes a player.
He kills him. yeah.
David
that's
gets
Uriah the Hittite. Who we met. I love the conversations with Uriah the Hittite though, and when they're going.
Well, he gets Mikhail back once he becomes king. But it'll be interesting to see how they do that.
Mikhail,
You know-
also gets
you know what they
put
could
with
do?
somebody else. Anyways.
What if David's unconscious the first time? And he has to retroactively consent, like oh man, I just cheated on Mikhail, but like,
And I
wasn't conscious, so does it count?
Isn't,
But now, I should do the right thing and marry this woman who date raped me.
yeah.
We'll see how they handle it.
But I guess I'm curious because in the Bible, Mirab, she does get engaged to somebody in the same chapter that David gets married.
Yeah.
But this hasn't happened in the show yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mikhail gets given another husband.
Yeah, but I'm saying in the same chapter that Mikhail and David get married.
Yeah, well, David just barely
Mirab.
he's still in the same room with the king. He hasn't been fully banished yet.
Yeah.
That's where the episode ended, Charles.
I'm just saying they're just rearranging things a little bit from the way it's told in the book. Because in the book it says, David was engaged to Mirab, but then David said, "Oh, who am I to be a part of Saul's family?" And then it said that Mirab was betrothed to somebody else. David proved himself and got married, and then he got a javelin thrown at him.
Yeah.
So they're just technically, anyways. I'm intrigued with how they're.
The point is, it's a good show,
Good
and
show.
I'm
Really,
excited
really
to
good
see where they go.
Yeah.
And I really like what they're doing with
And
the
I
other
want to
brother,
know
because
if
that's not
Bathsheba's really hot.
Scarlett Johansson.
She's gotta be, right?
Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Bathsheba. Let's go.
Sydney.
I think we've had this conversation before.
Did we say?
I
Have we
don't
talked
know.
about Sydney Sweeney being Bathsheba?
No, I think this is the first, and I am down.
If
Let's
it's
start that petition.
if it's freaking Zendaya, I'm done. I am
no way.
Yeah.
I didn't make it that far into the first book of the Bible.
Either that or Rachel Ziegler. She's another absolute
Oh my
hard
goodness.
stop. No.
No,
See, I find Rachel Ziegler
Fabian,
attractive,
you're
isn't it?
I believe
Isn't it?
you're misspelling bigot. Bigots. Yeah, House of David's good.
Really, really good.
Really good. One more episode.
I was not expecting the stuff with the brother. Specifically, I knew that like with the previous season episode, and the stuff that he talked about with his mom as she was being banished.
Yeah.
I figured, maybe he is conniving, but I was not expecting him to kill his wife, which that was a cool scene, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Midab witnessing it and freaking out, that was good.
I don't know. It was pretty obvious it was coming with him divulging the information to his dad. With him choosing to portray David, it's like, oh, okay, like that's why you did all these other things. You're trying to undermine your own house so you could be king.
Yeah, I just
and
wasn't
then at the second that his wife started talking to him, I'm like, well, he's gonna kill him, right? Because he already knows. He already knows what's on the like. It wasn't a surprise to me, but that's because I have media literacy and I saw it coming. But it's okay. I'm glad. You know, Charles, I wish. Sometimes I do wish that I was as stupid as you. So just so that I could enjoy
Rings of Power.
No, I wish that I wouldn't spoil things for myself just from being too smart. Because yes, it's rare that I don't see a plot twist coming. And it would be nice to be ignorant and just for once to be surprised by something I'm watching, you know? I envy you, Charles.
Oh, that makes me feel better, I guess. Anyways, good show. Good episode. I'm excited for the finale. This is episode 7, right? And we got one more?
Yeah, one more. There's 8 episodes. And episode 3 of Plur1bis. Speaking of... if we're going... here's the transition. I said it would be nice to be surprised by something.
Wow.
I don't know what the heck is going on with Plur1bis, man.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at every choice that's made. And it is so much fun. I will say this episode is like really slow. Really slow.
Yeah.
Nothing happens in this episode.
Yeah, especially the
like
the
two
supermarket
things.
scene.
She there's a conversation, she goes to the store, and she comes back home. That's the plot of this episode. And there not for a single second did I feel like it was slow. There wasn't a single second I wasn't 100% engaged with what was happening on screen. And there is an echo.
Yeah.
And
I think it's Charles.
Is it me?
Probably. What was the point? When the episode ended, I looked at the clock and I was like, "What? It's
over?"
That went by so fast.
Yeah, because nothing happened, but it was entertaining the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Well, nothing happened until the very last scene,
the end,
right?
yeah.
But it's all interesting.
Even the stuff before.
And she finally started asking questions, right? She finally started case testing the mechanics of whatever this is, right?
Yeah. And that's what I've been wanting the show to get to the heart of, because the first episode, I'm going to talk real briefly about the first episode because I didn't I had to duck out last time.
Before I forget though, so we can come back to it.
Okay.
I was upset that she didn't, because obviously because I'm smarter than the main character of the show, just a little bit, okay? But there are questions that I would ask that I wish she did. I was glad she was asking questions, okay?
Yes.
I can't believe she didn't ask. You said that you would save me if I was drowning.
Mm-hmm.
But, she asked that, and she says, yes, I would save you. Like that, because that's the analogy that they use, right? She's not the one that says that. Sorry, I mixed it up.
Right, yeah, they're saying Claire...
She says, like, how come you're going to take away my free will? Like you say, my life, you want me to be happy until you can,
assimilate
you're going to take me over. She's like, well, it's our biological imperative. We have to do it. And she's like, think of it this way. Like, if you saw someone drowning, would you go and save them? And she's like, yeah, but I'm not drowning. She's like, You just don't know you're drowning, right? Like that's the pluribus is, what do we call that? What do we, the pluribi? Can you pluralize?
Their pronouns are they, them.
The
Thank you
word
very much.
means plural.
Yeah. The pluribus, the hive mind.
The pluribi. That the pluribi's justification is, right, like, hey, we know that you'll be better off, and so we have to do it, right? Would you save someone who was drowning? And then that 2 seconds later, she asks for a nuke and a grenade and doesn't say, like, isn't this kind of like drowning? Isn't this kind of like you giving me a swimming pool to drown myself in? So, like I wanted her to point out the hypocrisy of the logic.
Right.
Because there was clearly some conflicting aspects of the pluribi's logic, and a smarter character would have pointed it out. That's all I'll say.
Yes.
Okay,
It goes into
I
goes
agree.
into a larger kind of hypocrisy among a similar thought process. Like the people who prioritize being nice all the time. They're nice, so they promote body positivity. They don't shame people for having disorderly lives because it's nice. They care about the person, so they want to be nice to them.
Yes.
So they indulge unhealthy
that is not
habits.
a moral person, because niceness is not a substitute for integrity.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that their justification is, I care about this person, so I'm going to be nice to them. But they're promoting
I love my
unhealthy
kids,
stuff.
so I'm going to give them all the candy that I ask for and not force them to go to bed when it's their bedtime, because I love my kids. The outcome is obviously you are destroying your children's lives.
Yeah.
And it's your fault. That is not charitable. That is not moral. And you're claiming that it comes from love, but you do not love your kids if you do not discipline them.
Yes.
Exactly. The pluribi is making the same mistake by claiming they care about Carol by wanting her to join the hive mind, but then are willingly giving her a hand grenade and an atom bomb.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'll have to get back.
Would you give me an atomic bomb if I asked for it? Well, we
Would you
weigh the pros and cons and encourage you to not desire an atomic bomb. But would you give it to me? Yes.
He did a great job.
It's
that actor.
So good.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the chick in that scene.
I
forgot she gets replaced, and that was my favorite part of the episode. Was the end of the grocery store scene where they're walking out
and they're completing each other's sentences,
having a conversation with her so efficiently they can't even stop to talk. They finish each. That shot was so good because it perfect. Like it was. There was dialogue. It wasn't but it was world building without telling you the world building.
Right.
But it was world building through dialogue about something else, where you're like, this is just such an efficient machine. It wouldn't need to stop and talk. It's giving you, it's having a conversation with you through 10 people.
Yeah.
And it's such a good shot. Okay, David wanted to talk about the first two episodes, and I interrupted him.
So I wanted to talk to you about the logic and the questions that she's not asking as well, because I agree that I
understand why the show isn't doing it.
Right.
And I also understand that it's a woman and she's a little bit illogical. So I'm not upset at the show.
Lesbian woman at that.
For the questions that they are not asking. And I'm sure at some point we'll get similar questions, or I hope we do.
I hope so too.
Because, like, what else is the show? It seems like the entire show is just, hey, let's talk about the implications of this thing, I guess, right? That's where I don't know where else the show can go. So I understand. It makes sense that the character herself is not asking the questions that I want her to ask. it's also frustrating, and I think that makes me like the show more because I'm invested. I'm like, no, like,
But you need
dumb
this
woman.
question
No,
answered.
no. Don't say. He just contradicted himself. Say it.
Yeah.
I really like it. I don't think,
agree.
and the main character's
think
not
we will
dumb.
get
Like
there, too.
she's very smart. She makes really good choices.
Yeah.
Especially in the first episode, man. Like I loved seeing her work under pressure.
Yeah.
And I like that she's a smart character, right? Like she knows her limitations. I love that they didn't just girl boss and they show her struggling to lift her tiny lesbian partner.
Yeah.
Because women just don't have the same natural muscle mass. Even if we never work out a day in our lives, we still have more muscle mass than the average woman.
It's honestly a shame that it's not a full zombie apocalypse, because the first episode was great for that reason. Watching her problem solve.
Yeah, but we've seen
that whole
zombies.
sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I
so
agree.
glad
it's
it
just that I'm glad it's not, but at the same time, I want a whole show.
Okay, so what
about the
questions
first
were
episode.
you asking me? Like
before
what
I go
questions?
back, so yeah, there's some other questions here that I would ask in the situation, or point out with the flawed logic.
As
right?
a smart, logical man, naturally,
exactly.
I assume you would have some questions, Charles. I don't know. I don't think he'd have
to be seen.
thought of any good questions.
But this whole
I envy
society,
you.
this whole society is, hive mind to work in the most efficient manner possible. They're always on the same task. They know what jobs each individual member of the hive needs to do at a certain point.
And then episode 2 started, and I was like, "This doesn't seem very efficient." Until
exactly.
Until
there's
they reveal
a lot of things
until they reveal why this lady had to travel from Mexico, and you're like, "Oh, I like that a lot," because I was really confused at the beginning of episode 2. I was like, "This does not seem very efficient at all."
Yes, that was a good reveal. That
and then it realizes
person that looked
that's
like
creepy as heck.
Yeah, for sure. But there's still other things that are super inefficient. Like, okay,
depending on what their priorities are.
That's the thing. That's the thing, and that's what's not clear. And I think those are the questions she needs to be asking, right? So they
but it
clear
does
out
make
the
sense.
entire warehouse.
It totally makes sense to clear out grocery stores,
right?
And just leave the food in the warehouses.
But it
because
doesn't make
you
sense.
don't need
to bring
them
it
to go
all
shopping
back just for this one person.
It does. No, that
because the priority then is not efficiency.
That is not an efficient choice, but that does not break the rules of this. We've already shown that they are willing to be inefficient to accommodate to these humans who are the exceptions.
And I think that's the
especially with the opening scene of
season
2 of episode 2.
Episode 2.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Despite
and
its complete inefficiency, like they could have brought back 2 of every item,
right?
But they don't, because they want her to be happy,
right? And that's what ultimately I think the question that needs to be asked is,
yes, please ask the question.
Why are they prioritizing her?
The first question she needs to ask, though, is, where did you freaking come from? Do you know anything about yourself? Tell me about your biological prerogative.
Well, they say that they don't. They don't know where they came from.
No. The human characters before the virus spread started that.
No.
We have not seen a character who has since been infected say, "I don't know anything about myself," which isn't true. They've literally said we have a biological imperative. Yeah. So they do know she needs to find out what they know. And she hasn't even asked, "Hey, what are you prioritizing? Like, what do you guys do during the day?" She needs to figure out what they're working on. Other than, because it can't just be every single person is trying to find a cure for her, right?
Yeah.
Some of them are doing that. They have but like, you got to start asking more questions, lady. Yeah. And I get, obviously, if my wife had just died 2 days ago, I probably wouldn't be in the best mindset either.
That's true.
Yes. But I'm saying, he says something, the president tells her when the whole PowerPoint presentation thing, when she calls into the president, or the government guy, and he's explaining, we don't know where we came from, but the humans received this signal.
Say that?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain he says that.
He explains that
I don't think so. I think he says the humans don't know where it came. Like, I think he's saying
They
when it
didn't-
showed up, we
I'll have to
didn't
watch
know
back.
where it came from. I'll have to
Right.
watch it back too. But I don't think
Yeah.
they ever said the line, we don't know anything about ourselves. Maybe. I'm
Mark is
definitely
saying the
going to
same thing,
rewatch
actually.
episode 1. Because it's good.
But
Yeah,
I
agree.
I love the
Okay,
way
could be
they-
wrong.
though-
Maybe they said that. Maybe they don't even understand their own existence.
Mhm.
But like, at least like ask, like, are you
Right.
sure you don't know anything? Okay, and then follow that up with, well, what's your best guess? Where do you think you came from? Where do you
Right.
think this signal came from?
And what is your actual ultimate goal other than just converting
You
all
gotta
humans into
start
hive mind?
asking more questions. Lady.
Exactly.
And I loved this
the
episode because she did.
prioritize-
She
Yeah.
asked some really good questions.
but she didn't ask the most important ones. But yeah, I agree, and I
Dude,
think
Dave,
the
if
reason
this
why
happens
is
to
they're
me,
not
Okay, I've
dishing that
never
out.
fantasized about a zombie apocalypse before, right? I've never been this kind of like, oh man, that would be so freeing. I wouldn't have to worry about taxes or anything, and I could just become my true self and just kill zombies. Like, some people, that's weird.
Being called out right
I
now.
have fantasized about this scenario so much just because I would, I like, just for the intellectual exercise of day one, sitting down and asking hundreds and hundreds of questions and figuring out the game mechanics and figuring out
Exactly.
the rules and figuring out the limitations. And okay, well, where's the limit? You give me an atomic bomb, but will you give me, okay, if I ask you to give me a gun, you would give me a gun. But if I ask you to pull the trigger, would you? Like, well, we can't do that. But what you're like?
It
You're
makes
like,
me
okay,
happy. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. What are
well,
the priorities?
But
right?
what if I ask you to set up a Rube Gold machine that pulls a trigger, and then I stand in front of the gun?
That's a really good question.
Like, I know,
Yeah.
I know, because I would be asking
Well, a
really
gun-
good questions.
a gun
I
is
need
basically
to
a
find
Rube
the end cases. I would.
a gun is already a
Exactly.
Rubik machine. It's already a Rubik machine.
Well,
The
sure,
trigger
but it's a
doesn't kill you,
self-contained
but it-
Rube Goldberg machine.
Yes, but
But
I already
designed
know
for
the
one
answer
purpose.
to the first question. They would say, no, they've already answered that question. I can't physically do the killing. But if you kill something, if you kill the chicken, I would make the dinner for you.
Yeah.
If you set up a Rubik machine that I could set off and kill myself, or maybe you set off and
Did
then
you say
I walk
Ruberg
in,
machine?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
A
How do you say
Rube
it?
Goldberg
Rube
machine?
Goldberg.
Rube Goldberg machine. There you go.
You are not beating the allegations.
I never.
So,
I'm
ultimately,
not
I-
beating any
We
of
love
the
you, Charles.
allegations made
I've
against
teased you a
me.
lot. I've yanked your chain a
Rube
lot. today.
Goldberg
Yeah.
machine.
Stop yanking
Yeah.
his chain, man. That's not okay.
Don't
But
yank
anyway,
my
I think the ultimate question that they need to get to at some point is what happens if you were to never find a way to convert us? Are you just going to keep doing this forever, or is there a point where this entity cuts its losses and say, okay, it's not efficient for us to be catering to these people. It's better if we just kill them and go on from our own collective self. I think that's
a
the
good
ultimate
question,
they
but I
need to get
think
to.
the answer.
I would also
is
ask
just
more
that they
questions
couldn't.
about the animals too, because like they let the lions go, and you're like, isn't that kind of like watching someone drown? Like, like
Well,
Maybe.
if the lion goes and attacks other people,
which
maybe
it did.
did it?
Yeah, they said.
Yes.
Yeah, they specifically said they lost. There was a lot of casualties when they
When
let
they-
the lions. in.
Oh, I remember that. Interesting.
But yeah, more questions for sure. But yeah, I definitely want to go back to episode 1 because
Such a good episode.
it was so good, and the other episodes.
Every episode has been wildly different too.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
The first episode was like a zombie apocalypse.
It is so like
It was
sorry.
terrifying.
We said it's like a spin-off of a Twilight Zone episode,
Yeah,
but it's also episodic.
right.
It's weird.
Right. And it's just like, yeah, of course, that's where you go from there. But yeah, I really like the first episode, and you're right. The rest of the episodes they don't have the same, even though it's the same premise, they don't have the same tone to it, I guess, because of the mystery of what was happening. in the first episode, and then the second from there, you're like, okay, this is what's happening. It's not as scary anymore. It's just, what do we do in this situation? You know?
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah,
what about episode 1 did you want to
I
say?
really liked the first episode, and like you said, how she was dealing with the crisis in real time, and all of her actions made sense.
I didn't even notice, but I feel like some of that was like a really long one shot. It might not have been, but even if it wasn't, it didn't have to, because the pacing was so tight. Yeah. It felt like it was a one shot.
We were following her the whole time in her panic state, you know, working through all of.
I think some of it was like a oneer.
A lot of it was a oneer, like the driving scene.
Well, I'm gonna go back and watch
looking at her.
But even if it wasn't, it was paced and filmed so
it,
well.
It wasn't shot as a one shot, but it did
felt
cut
like it was.
But yeah, it's not a one shot, but it was all in real time, basically. Yeah. The first episode was all in real time.
It was an episode of 24.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fantastic. I loved I don't know. I just loved her working through everything. And you're right, she was struggling to load her lover into the truck. Yeah. She was struggling to push the big guy out of the way. And even though some of the stuff,
she leaves him in the truck too.
She leaves him in the truck. She can't get him out.
Pushes him
you know, and again, you know, he's going to come back to life.
Yeah.
You know that scene is going to happen, and it still is like, oh crap, it's happening. It's, you know, what are they going to do?
Ooh,
it's
man, it was
terrifying.
That was really well done.
It was so good.
The whole sequence was just phenomenal.
So, anyway, I don't know if I have anything else specific to bring up.
It's such a good show,
but
man.
It is phenomenal.
I was just gonna bring up. I love how they're openly telling her the plan. Like, we're gonna convert you. Yeah, we're working on that. Don't worry. Yeah, we've got people working round the clock to try to turn you into a hive mind and infect you against your will.
Absolutely,
I love how they're just nonchalantly.
I absolutely agree, though. That hotel looked like a freaking nightmare.
Yep, that's a real hotel.
Really,
it would be honestly, place, and like I wasn't even upset that she like had a mental breakdown. Like, it would have been manageable if there was a regular bed.
Yeah,
but the bed is made out of ice. Like, I would have been pissed too. I would have been mad that my wife made me go on the vacation, and I would have gone knowing it would suck, and I would have been let down even further when I got there and realized it's going to suck even more than it already sucks. And when they sat down on the bed and there wasn't even any give, I'm like, ooh boy,
would never.
I love her comments too. It's like, I need to pee. Is the toilet going to be made of ice?
Oh yeah.
I just you could just imagine everyone is sat down on a cold toilet seat in the middle of winter, right? It just, oh gosh, that's
You sit down on that toilet seat, you won't stand back up.
Right.
Well, you'll stand back up, but you'll be bleeding like it's your period.
What?
Because you get stuck to it, you get frozen to the ice, and then you stand up and you gotta rip it.
Stop talking.
Sorry.
I gotta get your initial reaction on the Priyanka chick. What's her name?
The pirate lady?
The Indian chick.
Her girlfriend
in episode
wife?
2.
Oh, the Indian chick with the family.
The freaking psychopath lady.
Yes. She's crazy. I do love, though, that everyone else is fine with the situation because they're getting stuff out of it, right? Or they have family members that are still alive, and she's got nothing. So she just wants to go scorched earth on the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But she still cares about their lives, right? She feels bad that she killed a lot of more people when she had her outburst.
Because, like, I would be in this.
Blew her up with the grenade.
It seems like something that, like, hey, maybe in the future this could be cured,
right?
And these are still human. Like, it's not like like the victim of the crime is still there, being mind controlled. You know,
Right.
she doesn't feel bad for the Plur1bis. She feels bad for the Epstein victims, who are literally being roofied and consenting to being unconscious. Do they get freaky? Are they like reproducing?
That was
Does
another
that count?
of my questions that I would have
That's a
answered.
good question.
Like,
Would
what's your
that be
plan?
considered masturbation?
That's sorry, what?
Charles,
If they're hive
Okay,
mind,
wait. Is this a ship of Theus masturbation question?
yeah. Because if it's a hive mind, it's all
I
one
get
person.
mind controlled. Oh no. If two people get freaky, does it count as you doing it yourself? Or was your question is if I get mind controlled and that person makes me do the dirty, does that still count as me doing?
I think it's because
Yeah, well, I mean, kind of both. Those are both good questions.
it's a collective thing. Again,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's a messed up question, Charles. But
It is terrible.
those are the kind of questions that need to be asked, and they're trying to. She kind of hit it a little bit with, "Hey, if you get drunk, is everyone going to get drunk?" And she's like, "Well, that's not how it works." Well, how does it work?
That's a fun question.
You know. So it's I mean, it's obvious they're a hive mind. They share information. They share knowledge.
Yeah, but that was an easy. That
question.
question was kind of a dumb one though, because it's like you can get it with context clues. You can piece the answer together with everything you've already seen. Like if one of the hive mind gets wounded, she's already seen that happen. Yes, that finger stops working as well. It's still connected to the body, the hive mind.
Right.
But if my finger gets drunk, it's going to go numb.
But the other weird thing, though, is in episode 1,
it will lag. But it's not like the hive mind gets drunk. It's just that appendage is not fully functional.
Right. And that makes perfect sense. But some other things that didn't make sense, though, is in the hospital scene in episode 1, she goes to the hospital. There's a guy in a wheelchair. And all of a sudden, when they come back online, he stands up from his wheelchair.
He stands up?
Yeah, he stands up from the wheelchair and starts walking. And it's like, okay.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Watch it back. He stands up from the wheelchair and walks out there. So it's like it depends on why he was in the wheelchair, right? But
yeah.
If he's in the wheelchair because he couldn't walk, and then suddenly he could walk.
The Borg Queen is the donut lady.
Yeah. Dude, that scene though,
or
where they're
the
all
Borg Queen
coming in, waxing or getting their sample and doing the agar dishes, and then she comes and licks the donut.
And that they did about like 30 takes of that because they were in perfect unison.
Yeah.
And
that was so.
Putting like, the gross.
You need to say a single word. Oh, that's the other thing too. Is because they're all hive mind, they're all thinking alike. They don't need to communicate with words together. The only time they speak is to the other people that aren't assimilated.
Yep.
And
they do it really well
with how they do that,
conveying to the audience what they're doing without speaking.
Exactly.
They do a fantastic job with that. With the opening scene with the pirate lady, that was communicated perfectly. It's like she's obviously is going somewhere. They're cleaning her up. She's obviously important somehow. Boom. There you go. That was really good.
Laxmi is the Indian character who is just despicable.
Yeah.
Oh, I hated her so much.
Same thing with the guy, the Jamaican guy on the plane. It's like
I love his character though.
He's funny at least. He's not annoying.
So I was confused though. Because episode 2 ended with her flagging down the plane.
It was getting Pirate Lady
is she
back.
gonna get no, it turns out she was saying no, you can't take Pirate Lady. But I thought she was gonna get on the plane because like maybe she wanted to have another go and have another conversation. I was really shocked that this episode started with like she didn't want to talk with the guy anymore. She just wanted pirate lady back.
Yeah,
That's a good point. I had
That was
forgotten that I was expecting that.
it didn't really expound
ready. I was
on
like,
why she
I
made
was-
that decision.
I was disappointed because I really like his character, and I was waiting for more of his character, and then it's just her, and she's on the plane. I was like, okay, can we talk to where's the other guy? Oh, she just wanted pirate lady back, but I wanted the other guy back.
Well, the weird thing is that she wants the pirate lady back and then proceeds to tell her off.
I don't see.
And then
That's not what it was though. It wasn't her saying, "Hey, I want this character back in my life." It was her saying, "I don't want this person to get roofied and date raped."
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's what it was. That was her objection.
Yeah, they should have had that conversation.
They did. When she says, "You're just gonna go," and he's like, "Well, if he asks me to, but I can't. You guys have to work it out. Are you gonna tell him he can't use me for pleasure?" It's you guys complain. You guys say, "I like how they're doing storytelling without dialogue," and then sometimes you have bad takes.
Well, that's what I'm
when
saying.
They do exactly that.
The only explanation that we get into these people's motives is when they have dialogue, because they don't talk to each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
but
yeah, it's fascinating. I'm really liking the show.
It's really good.
I have no idea where it's going. I mean, I think ultimately they are going to have to get to that question of, would you ever just kill the rest of these humans, or I don't know. I don't know where it's going.
Oh, I loved. Was it El Salvador? Was it El Salvador guy? Chinga tu madre, cabron.
Oh yeah.
What did she say to him? I couldn't tell. I understood what he said.
She said, "Screw your mom."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chingar is it's kind of like it's not as strong as the F word, but it translates to that because it means the same thing. It's just
it's used the same way.
It's not as bad of it strong as a swear word. It's used way more casually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it means to fornicate with.
Yeah. I thought that was really good. I'm expecting the next episode to start with that guy calling back because he realizes that that's not something that an assimilated person would say.
I assume he's going to be incredibly important. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I believe, I can't remember the line, but he said, "Déjame en paz," or something like that. Like he I can't remember the specific phrase he used, but he said, "Leave me the hell alone," and then she calls him back.
Screw your mom.
Screw your mom, asshole.
It's really good. It's such. I love. Oh, it's great. It's great. It's great.
I loved her horrible pronunciation too. Like it was so New Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
It was and that's where the New Mexico lore comes in. Like she's 100% New Mexican.
Yes,
she knows just enough Spanish to swear at you. Yep. And with a bad accent. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to Derry's pretty good. Okay. Good.
Last thing I guess about Plur1bis is I just wanted to, because I was thinking about it, and I kind of want to get you guys' opinion about it.
Okay,
because obviously
you literally sent me the stupidest thing you've ever said.
Okay, let's hear this.
The last episode, we talked about the morality of the hive mind and agency as a whole, right? And because we're like, the premise of the show is like, hey, would it be so bad if the hive mind created a perfect world? And I'm like, yeah, obviously I have a moral objection to that because agency is kind of an important thing, especially for my religion, but also just logically, like there is no point to life if there is no individuality.
Right. And I think that's where this is. Okay, sorry, finish your thing. And then
Charles sends me a text. I think I have a good argument for joining the hive mind. And so please, Charles, explain to me.
Good argument.
Well, you know what?
Quotes, I am still
no,
against
wait.
the hive mind. I just
take
think
it
it's
back.
worth considering.
I think you're right. I don't even
No.
want to hear your argument because I think you're correct. I think if I were as stupid as you, it would be the moral choice to join the hive mind.
Collective intelligence.
No, I was just thinking about it because, okay, if you guys think about the context of Severance, okay, if you get Mark Innie and Mark Audi, they consider themselves completely different people.
Mm-hmm.
And then going through the reseverance process, or I forget what they call it, but to kind of remember
Mm-hmm.
to get rid of the
Reintegration.
severance. Reintegration, there you go. It's comparable to two people becoming a hive mind.
Except for that
But,
person
when
is
we're watching
the
Severance,
same person. It's kind of
but
opposite.
they don't consider themselves the same person.
But
And
they
I love
are,
in Severance.
though.
I love in Severance that Mark he has a problem with it. He's like, wait, that sounds like you're gonna kill me off because you're
Okay.
more memory.
Charles, your argument for because you were struggling, you're like, well, maybe there are some situations where joining the hive mind would be the moral decision, okay? And you the best example you can think of is if this very specific sci-fi TV show was actually also taking place in the same universe as this other completely different unrelated sci-fi TV show. In that very specific use case, there would be a moral reason for joining the hive mind. But you haven't even you haven't justified two completely different people joining the hive mind. Your answer is just like, hey, this disease would be a better way to unsever one human being. If you turned one human being who had been severed into a hive mind, that would cure the disease. Well, duh. If this show was something else, then it would be good. You literally just did this meme. This is you. You are this dumb blonde lady, Charles. This is you.
Lovely. A fork.
Do you know, if it had like ham in it, it's closer.
No.
It's closer to a British carbonara.
Oh no.
It is. No, that's true.
Oh well, that's why I'm glad you're standing there.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. You know what? You know what? So, it doesn't make any sense what you said. It's a different recipe. It's got nothing to do with macaroni cheese. You know?
It's a different recipe, Charles. What are you saying? What are you saying, Charles? It's a different TV show.
I know.
What is your point?
She's comparing rescuing somebody from drowning to joining the hive mind. I'm comparing reintegration to hive mind. I'm not saying they need to be in the same universe. I'm saying we obviously think,
but not within the context of an actual hive mind. So that doesn't work. That's not a justification for a hive mind.
Because you could say that the after reintegration is a type of hive mind between the innie and the outie.
But it's the same mind though. It's not a hive mind.
It's just one body. Here's the thing, because
it's
they
one mind.
Themselves
a hive mind is multiple minds in conjunction. This is one mind.
If my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bike. What are you saying, Charles?
No, there's some definitely valid comparisons between the two. I don't see the confusion. I don't see why.
They're two completely different things.
There are two shows that
no, because they're
have themes of the mind and but that's where the comparison ends, Charles. I'm sorry.
Reintegration is basically taking two people because the innie and the outie have completely different personalities. They're considered different people. They even believe that they're going to different places when they die.
That's Charles. that's the entire point of the show Severance, is asking the question, are these actually two different people? Or is it just one person with two different proclivities and habits?
Yes.
That's the entire point of that show existing. And you're saying, oh, that's like a hive mind. That's completely different. That's every single person on Earth becoming one person. That's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
And
I agree. But like
the
do
idea
the differences.
that
There's obviously
reintegration
differences.
is possible in the Severance universe does not justify the Plur1bis doing
agree,
something
but, like,
completely that doesn't change the morality of their action.
I agree. What I'm saying, we all agree that reintegration is a good thing. I'm saying there are obviously differences between reintegration and joining a hive mind, but do those differences actually make the hive mind evil, objectively wrong? Do those differences actually make
because you're taking away free will.
But see, are you? Because I think that has to go into the nature of the hive mind. Are you actually taking away free will?
Severance is recovering memory loss.
Mm-hmm.
Plur1bis is removal of agency. There's a big freaking difference.
I think it has to go into the actual mechanics of the thing. And this is where we're just gonna have to speculate because we don't know the actual mechanics of the hive mind. Because I can imagine a type of hive mind that
you are
still
trying
have
so
agency.
hard.
I am
to justify this awful take, man.
Yeah.
I'm
still anti-hive mind. I was trying my
I'm saying it right
to be
now,
devil's advocate.
and I am not being facetious. This is worse than your Hitler take.
Yeah, this is so bad. I forgot the.
I didn't know. Okay, he just texted me. I have an idea. I have an idea for justifying the hive mind, and I'd like to talk about it on screen. I didn't know what he was going to say. I didn't have that clip ready.
I still think it's worth exploring. I didn't say that it justifies it. I just think it's worth exploring. Because I see some similarities.
Exploring what? A completely different premise?
No, never mind.
You're doing the meme.
I know. I'm comparing the similarities, not the differences.
I think carbonara is also tasty, but it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But I'm comparing the
If it had
similarities,
ham
not the
in it,
differences.
it would be a carbonara. Yes. Of course, because that would change what it is. That would change the premise, Charles.
But that's how you use an analogy. That's how you do things. Yes,
no.
you do. No.
That's not an analogy. You use an analogy to join things, not to make them different.
Yeah.
That's literally how you do it. You take a subject, you compare it to something else that's obviously different. Yes, you compare the similarities, not the differences.
There are no similarities in the two things you just know.
The only similarities is they both
talk about the mind and how it works.
No, the similarity is that there are two people becoming one
telling Charles 999.
No,
that's the whole point of the show.
The similarity
is that
it's
two people.
It's more than
one.
No,
it's opposite. It's one person being split into two people.
I agree. It is the exact opposite.
In one show,
but
it's
in reverse.
fix. Look. In Severance, reintegration is fixing a wrong that has already happened. In Plur1bis, it is wronging a right that already exists.
What if?
They are literally Charles. They are not similar. They are literally freaking polar opposites.
Yeah.
But what if it is wrong for mankind
Charles,
to have separate minds?
Can I point out a similarity?
Was always meant to be. What if mankind was always meant?
Can I point out a similarity, Charles?
Sure.
Killing someone with a sword is very similar to performing life-saving surgery because both use knives.
And both have to do with ending life and saving life. So they both have to do with life and knives.
coming together. So they're basically the same
guys,
thing.
all right. No, you guys are being unfair.
No, I'm not.
What if mankind had always meant to be a hive mind? Then Plur1bis would be correcting a wrong. It would be fixing something that went wrong. God put mankind on the earth to be a hive mind, and they got disconnected.
Okay,
there was a virus that disconnected them, and so he sent the signal.
That is okay. That is a slightly
virus.
That is a slightly better argument, and that's what you should have started with. And it's still dumb.
I agree. It's dumb. It's a stretch. This all started with just a desperate attempt at devil's advocate.
That is not a stretch, my friend. That is gravitation. That is two planets pulling on each other because you can't reach the
I think
void.
That's 3 planets pulling on each other because
reach the void.
It's so
between the 2 points you're trying to connect.
The 3 body problem.
It's the 3 body.
Yeah, it's exactly the same show as the 3 body problem because aliens and.
Oh my goodness! All right, I think there's a lot more similarity than difference.
Mark sent us a new meme while we were chatting. The government says the Earth is overpopulated.
The government is overpopulated. That's good.
That's good. I like it.
Shoot, I forgot the point that I was going to make about the hive mind
too, because it was so stupid.
My brain is so.
It was. I'm
like,
so shocked.
Burned.
It was such a bad idea.
Comprehend your logic.
I was thinking, okay, bring it back. Bring it up.
I'm gonna go.
I was thinking.
I'm done. I'm gonna go watch Scrubs. I can't talk to Charles anymore.
This is what it was.
I'm so done.
So my question.
So stupid.
My question and what I want to know about how this hive mind works, right, is it's all a collective knowledge, and they're all trying to, to discover how to integrate all these other people, but. In becoming a hive mind, like I said, they've gotten rid of free will. They're all one will, one entity.
But what is their will? We just don't know what they want. We don't know what
their will. But also, what else do they lose in there? If you don't have free will, do you have creativity? Do you have discovery?
No.
That's how can they possibly come up with the cure?
We talked about this. We talked about this.
Integrate these people.
We talked about this last week.
Creativity,
David,
no free will.
David. The hive mind in Plur1bis is a one-to-one comparison and direct analogy and criticism of generative AI.
Yeah. Right.
Because
it can only
it can do very impressive things, but it does not have a soul. It cannot create new things. It is simply a very large, very sophisticated database that can reference knowledge and information.
Exactly.
And you can do really cool stuff with that. But you cannot create anything new.
Discover, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now I think that's
anything that is created is inherently derivative.
Yes.
Yep.
And you can mimic beauty. You can create and I'd say you can even create beauty that way. I think it's undeniable AI art is capable of creating beautiful things.
Right. So that's the question.
But it can't create anything new.
I agree. So if the hive mind works how
it's an Excel sheet.
We've been presented with it, that it just links all their minds together so that they're all unified, then I agree. They can't create anything. They're never going to find the way to reintegrate anything because they can't discover anything new.
I disagree.
Unless
I
there
think
is
they could come up with a cure through just case testing. Like they know how science works. They know they have a very large database, right? And just keep testing. Just test
in the same
every
way that
iteration.
The question
creates
comes:
new images, creates new art.
Yeah.
AI does
You're going to
that,
look
but it's
at, you're
not
going to
new.
sequence
It's
her
not new.
DNA. They're going to look at, they're going to
Yeah.
test every
But-
single thing. What
Yeah.
about this person
But-
is different that made this person immune?
The question becomes,
That's actually the kind of thing that AI is good at, David.
Yeah. But they will stagnate.
Is
as a
just
society.
infinite iterations with an infinite wealth of knowledge.
Right,
Eventually, you're going to find the answer, unless the solution is something that hasn't been discovered yet, right?
Right.
It's not going to suddenly discover quantum physics if we hadn't already done that, right?
right. But the question is,
But that doesn't mean it
with
won't be
this
able to
collective hive mind-
manufacture a vaccine to a new, even so. If a new virus emerges on Earth that starts killing people, so here's an example: the flu virus mutates every year.
yeah,
When scientists are creating the new flu vaccine, they're not creating anything new; they're just doing a permutation on something they've already done.
yeah, that's true.
They're adding a different sequence.
That's true.
That's
So
exact-
it can learn in that way. So
And
you're
if
right.
that is
But-
the answer to the question that they're trying to solve, they will be able to find it.
Yes.
But
The
that
other
might not be the
aspect-
answer.
The other aspect of that is what gives this hive mind, this Plur1bis, its directives, right?
You did it unintentionally create a justification for your spaghetti ramen.
There you go. But so, no, my question is that all these hive minds get linked together, right? And they suddenly know what to do, what is best for their collective hive mind society. But where does that come from? Is that coming from some alien organism? Or is
Ask
that
those
coming...
questions, lady.
Exactly. Where is that coming from? Is that an alien entity?
Is that built
that's
into
part of the virus?
Is that part of
or
the
is that just the
instructions?
collective everything is like, okay,
I assume
with
the
all this
answer is.
knowledge-
I assume the answer is those directives are part of the sequence from the virus.
Yes.
It's just one of the instructions. So they're doing it, and they don't even know why they're doing it, but they know that it has to be done. It's in the coding.
But if it is in the coding of the
That's
virus
how
or
those
whatever,
that's how those viruses work, though. They mentioned
Yes.
what was it called in episode 1? They say the name, the type of virus, the something.
when they're researching the
Yeah. The researchers talk about, hey, this is a it's when it first cuts to the so it's after the very large array when it cuts to the institute. They say, hey, when he walks in and he says, hey, how's it going? And he says, well, we've got a sequence for a something virus, but we've tested it on rats and none of it's worked yet. He gives the name of the virus. I'll have to look it up. That's what those viruses do. So
Gotcha.
it
that makes sense.
infects, plants an instruction, and spreads that instruction.
That makes sense. And if that's the case, then
that's the thing. Those
then who
viruses
made-
aren't even sentient. It's a biological imperative.
right. But
Which
who
is
designed the virus?
It's
That's
fascinating.
the biggest question.
Obviously
Yeah.
that's the big question, and the virus itself does not know the answer to that question.
Right.
It's because
And
it's
that would
given.
make sense why the
it's
hive
only
mind
working on the instruction that it was given.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When it was replicated, it copied the same instruction from that virus.
Yeah.
What
and that
a
makes
crazy show! Like,
Although I will say I like your take with comparing it to generative AI, but I don't.
But it's not just me. The director
show-
said Vince Gilligan has said that. That's what this is.
Oh, he has.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
okay.
That makes
Because I
a
was
lot
going to
of
say
sense.
I haven't got that from the show, but I think that's a fair comparison because other forms of
I made that comparison
yeah.
last week, and then I found an article where he talked about it. I was like, I know you so well, Vince Gilligan. I know what you were thinking.
Yeah.
So there you go. So in that case, I totally agree. But I mean, like in this specific case, but other hive minds,
Other hive minds like
because
the
I
Severance
hadn't.
non-hive-mind?
I was still considering that the hive mind is like an actual person, not just an AI, essentially. Because if you were to just simply connect everyone's brains so that everybody just shares memories and shares personalities, it would still be like a person, and you would still have a personality. You would
And
still
that is
have
not
agency.
what this is.
Yes. Okay. So what I had gathered from the show it could be that still, but with
no, it's very clearly not that. This isn't just every human's connected, and now we're working towards the greater good. It's literally established this was a virus that is being spread through humans and forcing them. It has the benefit of connecting them to a hive mind, but it's forcing them.
It is forcing
to
them because the
perform
very first human,
instructions against their
will. The
will.
very first human immediately followed its instructions to kiss the other people, and they all just had instructions to spread it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But it's still making like executive decisions, like, oh, the army has discovered us now, so we now need to quicken, speed up our process. It does make executive decisions as if it was, I don't know, as if it was a person.
Well, it is a person's.
Vince Gilligan said, "I have not used ChatGPT because as of yet, no one has held a shotgun to my head and made me do it."
So we know that his book.
I will never use it.
The book.
No offense to anyone who does.
Yeah. So we know that the 11-page book is not ChatGPT then.
No. But also like the show isn't really like a criticism of generative AI, right?
No.
It's saying
a
like
commentary on it for sure.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Yeah.
And also this is a specific use case where this specific generative AI has also receiving mysterious instructions that it cannot disobey from some alien entity or God.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Like it's very different.
And I think
the capabilities are the same.
He doesn't. I think he said in his interview that he doesn't want to make a statement. He just wants to bring up the topic for discussion.
Yes.
His purpose is to have us discussing about this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and which I love. That's what shows should be doing. They shouldn't be preaching. They should be just bringing up questions, saying, well, "What's your take on this?"
Yeah,
and I love it when
it's fantastic. To bring the conversation again full circle, it reminds me again of the theft of fire. I love the slight dig that it had on AI when it in the beginning chapters.
Artificial stupidity.
It's just like artificial stupidity.
Yeah, no. His explanation of AI is perfect. It's like yes, and everyone complaining, everyone talking about AI knows nothing about it. And then when he had that artificial stupidity, and I'm like, yes, like AI is not going to take over anything. It's going to be crazy. It'll do impressive things, but it literally cannot think for itself, guys.
Yeah.
Until you have this.
I've had the opinion.
New AI, which is, more or less a person. But anyway,
and it's a completely different thing
for a long
because
time.
they had to, in order to make it, they had to copy a person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, I love it.
But a situation like the Terminators, where robots rise up and enslave humanity, that's impossible and would never happen. And I've always had that opinion because it's just.
So Rhea Seahorn said he's not writing about anything specific yet. Exactly what Charles said. He's bringing up topics so that people can discuss it. This is how you do sci-fi.
That's what sci-fi is always supposed to be.
You create an absurd thing and then pontificate about it, not lecture about it.
Exactly.
Yep. Fantastic.
Phenomenal show. Same thing with Severance. They're completely different shows, but they're written in the same way, right? They bring
doing that. They
bring up the conundrum, the moral dilemma, and explores the.
Yeah, even if a character takes a position, that's not necessarily the show saying this is the right answer. Right. I think The Good Place did it a great way. Like they said, these are our questions. This is our solution to the problems that we're addressing, but we don't know what the correct solution. I think
same thing with Orville. Orville's a comedy, right? But it did a very good job of just bringing up these situations and having both sides present their.
I love my favorite episode. Was the transgender one in Orville? Oh my goodness!
Which one? There's like 5 of.
There's.
I haven't finished the whole show.
There's more. Every season they bring it back, and it gets worse and worse.
It's a recurring thing, and it gets
I got.
But the Orville does a fantastic job. We've talked about it before of bringing up modern day.
Wait till you get to Dolly Parton, baby.
Oh yes, I love that. It's so good. But yeah. Anyway, Orville does a particularly good job of bringing up modern day politics conundrums, but obfuscating them in such a way that it's not one-to-one, and you don't know who. Like everybody's a little bit wrong and everybody's a little bit right, and it's fantastic just to see the situations play out, and that's what sci-fi is supposed to be.
Yeah, but also taking it like with a sci-fi twist. That's like, okay, well, I'm this position in real life, but with this sci-fi twist, am I still that position?
And also,
are you pro hive mind?
Yeah, no, because like
I don't know, maybe
like a fantasy, like a sci-fi race where there are only male genders, like the female gender does not exist.
Race.
I'm obviously not
a sci-fi
homophobic.
Race of only whites.
There, yeah. Okay, no, but like obviously, I'm religious.
Some might call it a sci-fi master race.
Okay, all right. Anyways.
This show is everything that a sci-fi should be, and Theft of Fire is everything that a sci-fi should be, and it's also a little bit sexy too.
A little bit.
Theft of Fire is
not too much.
Book.
I love how much he struggles with that too.
Wait, you got to the scene?
There's several scenes. He's
no. If they've made the deal. You got to the scene.
Yes.
Where that happens, and then he's like, did I like that?
Yes. Yeah, that was awful. And
that
then
is
she calls him out. She calls him out for it, and he's like,
book.
well, I can't, I'm not that person, but I also can't argue with you because, yeah.
The best part is
really
him.
Good.
The best part is when he's in his bunk after that, having an internal discussion like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's really good. Theft of Fire is fantastic. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start reading it.
So good.
Yeah,
like it is such a good book. I loved it. Dude, Orville is actually great. Yeah, that's what we said. Yeah. They shouldn't have advertised it as a comedy before it aired. Yeah. Well, especially the first season. No, the first season was
a lot more comedic.
Was definitely a comedy.
It still hit
the
on
first
those 10 notes. but yeah, it's kind of like
it definitely hits harder than New Trek.
Yeah, for sure. It's
I don't want to talk to Charles anymore.
Current Trek.
Are we done? I'm just
I think we're on the stage.
We love you. I love you,
bro.
And I love that you
our hive minds are synced.
The butt of the joke, and I hope I'm railing on you because it makes good comedy.
Thanks.
But also, your take was really bad.
Yes, I agree. And I wanted to preface it by saying I am anti-hive mind. This is my best attempt. This is my best attempt at a devil's advocate.
Okay.
I knew it was a bad argument, but I thought it was worth exploring.
Charles isn't actually racist. Okay, his fiance is half black. Right?
As you can see in the
I don't know what
how
percentage
much
she is.
Yeah, how much black?
She doesn't know. I've asked her, "What's your lineage?"
Oh.
I don't know. So I've got to dig into that once I had. Yeah.
Charles is the second least racist person I know.
Did you want to talk about where?
Is it the other way around?
Where winds meet?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you've played it.
I've been playing it yesterday and today.
Cool.
I have some. I don't know. I'm hesitant to say that it's good because I don't. It's not quite my cup of tea, but I am enjoying it. It's weird.
Okay.
There's a lot to love. Obviously, it's free to play, and what we're getting for the price.
So it's like
but like
it's an MMO.
It's not. See, the thing is, it feels like an MMO because it can be,
Is it like a battle royale, or
you're in a solo world. I'm playing in a solo world.
What's the M?
What would Harambe?
Did you mean to add the M?
What would Hive Mind do?
Oh, Hive Mind. There you go. Because like, wait,
there you go.
That's good.
That's
Mark.
good.
That's good.
That's not his last name. Because what's Himmler's last name?
Himmler's list. Yeah.
No,
So
that's
it
his last
feels-
name too. It's Heinrich Himmler, right?
Yeah. Anyways, but one of the reasons I'm not super keen about the show is because it feels like an MMO. Because you've got those microtransactions.
Why is it free? Is like skins. What is free to play?
Yeah,
your
armor
microtransactions.
As long as it's
armor-
just cosmetic microtransactions, I don't care.
Yes, it's all cosmetic microtransactions. But
upgrades and that sort of thing.
It has online mechanics, so you can. It's like an MMO that can be played solo. I've got it played solo. It's got that like Dark Souls thing where they'll leave a message that gives you a clue or whatever, and you can you can summon your friends. It's very comparable to Dark Souls.
Does the A stand for action RPG?
I think it's Asian RPG.
Never
mind. I am wrong. I am wrong.
ARPG, Japanese RPG.
I think that's what I thought it.
Maybe it's Asian.
What does A?
I don't know what the A is. Action role playing game.
That's what.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
wrong.
Yeah.
Action
You're right.
RPGs. Yeah.
Okay.
Goodness gracious.
Action.
Everything's about race.
The world. Yeah. I do like it. The story is also confusing. It's hard to follow the story.
It's Japanese.
It's hard. No, yeah, it's got. But other MMOs have the same thing where it's like,
she's
what's
a guy.
the story? What's the plot? What am I doing? It's just like you're going from point A to point B, and the UI can get annoying sometimes. It's like a lot of UI. The thing about the cosmetics is that the armor is cool. But the armor that you wear that actually protects you is not visible ever. You never have the choice of seeing that armor. You only have the choice of wearing the cosmetic armor. And you get your basic.
You wear that
gear.
on top of the other one?
Yes. Like you have your basic cosmetic armor that you start off with, and you can progress, you can unlock other armors. But the armor that like you'll get items and weapons, but despite that you'll switch items and they'll have a different icon, you will never like see what those items actually look like. Like my character is like
a sword switch.
Yeah, but like you don't have the option. Yeah, but you don't have the option of seeing the original item. I didn't get it. It's just a little bit weird.
I was making
it. Okay. But that's one of my issues with it. I've got a couple others. It's fun. The combat's fun. I am not very good at the combat because like the parry is a little bit funny, and then like you can add a parry assist, but I feel like it's too much assisting. I would like a middle ground where it assists a little bit, but not too much. And it's cool. I really like the Chinese aspects. Actually, I like
the a middle ground, like right in between two extremes. It's like a third ground. Like a third Reich.
Yeah. these are
loaded questions.
Phenomenal.
When did you stop beating your wife, Charles?
I don't have one yet. So yeah. But I recommend it. I mean, I think it's fun to check out. I'm gonna continue playing it because it's fun. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game.
Would you say the game is Boss?
It's Boss. It's
Hugo Boss.
It's the goat. No.
It's the bee's knees.
I enjoy it, and I feel like for some people this will be the bee's knees. One of my other minor complaints is some of the voices are weird because it's been translated. I've noticed some of them are 100% AI voices. I don't have an issue with it. Some people will have an issue with it. Much of the dialogue is not voiced. And my personal issue, they don't have Asian accents or Chinese accents. None of them have a Chinese accent, and that's my personal issue. I wish they did. It would be cooler. Yeah. So for a free product, though, it is really good. Really good for a free product. But if you're expecting AAA, it's not that, which is fine because a lot of AAA is overrated nowadays. So
a lot of, or most of,
most for sure. But you got Elden Ring, which is not overrated. You've got.
Sure.
I think that might be it, actually. Let me think. Anything else? Oh, the menus are a nightmare to navigate. I hate it. It's terrible.
Gotcha.
They'll be like,
well,
it's not intuitive at all.
You'll probably check it out at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does
cool.
the game railroad you?
Railroad?
Or is it like open world?
It's open world. Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't make you get on a train.
No. It's open world. You can do whatever you want, but it's just that it doesn't. I don't know. It feels weird because I don't know what the main
like. Is it more of a relaxing game?
Quest is,
or is it like a relaxing game, or do you have to like concentration camp?
I don't know. You have to. The combat is. You have to pay attention to the combat. The story is. It's very story rich, I guess, but which is weird because I don't know what's happening in the story.
I'm not asking real questions, Charles.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Edit it to my library.
Yeah.
It's sweaty. Yeah.
It's sweaty. It looks like they're open up to criticism as well. Like they're open up to critique, and
Charles has been the punching bag tonight. Yeah, that's true.
That's okay. I can take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just couldn't take Russia. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Heck yeah.
With the finale of House of Dragon and episode 4 of Plur1bis and maybe the Mighty Nine. I'm probably not going to watch it. I like Critical Role. I know a lot of people hate them. A lot of people blame Critical Role for the downfall of Dungeons and Dragons, and I don't think that that's a fair comparison.
No.
It's not completely unrelated. I think a large portion of their fan base is responsible. Because it did attract a lot of weirdos to the hobby who then infiltrated it and made it gay and lame. But I don't think you can put that on Critical Role.
Fault.
Like, Critical Role's never been super woke. They're not like based. They just never talk about politics, really. I've never really watched them like their live streams either. So
yeah, I've just seen it.
And I don't hate, like, I liked the first season of Vox Machina. I thought it was really good. I was really excited when they got it. They have a huge fan base. That's the thing. They have such a huge fan base that you can't just like say everything applies to them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like their fan base is very wide. It includes a lot of weirdos, but it also includes a lot of normies, and the stuff they're doing isn't like the story. At least what I watched, none of it's woke. It's
yeah, and the most you can say is you've got the gay shopkeep character, but
he's not like an important part of the story. Like, and there's like,
and it's funny. He hits
edgy,
on them.
They're making edgy jokes. There's sex in it, which
which I wish there was a little bit less graphic in that.
And have you played Dispatch yet, David?
Nope.
I think they did a really good job with Dispatch. Dispatch, look it up. I think it'll be right up your alley. It is not all of them, but a bunch of former Telltale employees wanted to make another adventure game about superheroes, and Critical Role. A lot of are involved in the writing and voice acting, and it's pretty darn good. It's not at all woke. There's a character who you kind of think is going to be woke and ends up being the best character in the show.
Well, what's this called again?
Dispatch.
I will say a disclaimer: as a good Christian boy, there's nudity in it. There's pretty hardcore nudity.
Yeah.
But the game gives you the option to censor.
Oh, okay.
You can censor it, and you can censor out the language.
That's fantastic.
Even so, it still deals with some adult stuff. So it's not for kids. It's an adult game. But
This is like a visual
story was pretty darn good. I liked it quite a bit. And I like adventure games. Yeah, and I completely understand. Are you talking about Dispatch, or are you talking about wins?
Well, if he's saying he's not dropping money into it, probably wins.
Yeah, because Dispatch is not free.
Yeah.
But I also I thought he was talking about Dispatch because I also understand some people don't hey, I'm not going to pay money for a game that's not a game, you know.
Yeah, see,
but I like adventure games, and I like it's like a a comic book.
Yeah.
If you play turn off QTEs, it gives you an option at the beginning. Hey, do you want to do QuickTime events? I played with QuickTime events. It doesn't add a single thing. In fact, it detracts from the premise. And they only use them in the first and last episode. There are no other QuickTime events. I don't know why they were included at all. Turn them off and just enjoy the cinematic.
Yeah, QuickTime events.
Choose the dialogue options and choose which girl you're going to date. Because, the story, the side story is about you choosing between two hottie superheroes. Okay? That's not the main plot. But it's a nice plot. Okay? It's pretty based. It's funny. Moist Critical voices a character.
Oh.
And I like him.
All right.
But
it's got Aaron Paul.
Yeah, Aaron Paul. Oh yeah, I forgot. Aaron Paul is the main character, and he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
And it's not so they tacked on a fun mini game, a recurring mini game, where the premise is you're Iron Man, not called Iron Man, but you're the equivalent of Iron Man, and your suit gets broken, and you're out of money. You spent you're the third iteration of a family. Your grandfather and your father were all Iron Man, and they died. They both were killed. And you wasted your entire fortune keeping that superhero alive, paying for repairs. You're dead broke, and you can't use the suit anymore. And you get hired by a dispatch company to help train bad superheroes into becoming good superheroes. And they said they'll also pay to fix his suit as compensation. And so he's a police dispatch guy who has to argue with superheroes who are bad at their jobs and fighting amongst each others because they're all also reformed criminals. They were super villains that are given a second chance, on probation. And so there's the story part of it, which is really good, really cool story. And there's also a mini game, which is a resource management thing where you'll get distress calls and you have to pick which heroes you're going to send, but you're getting 6 at a different time, and you have to make sure you send the right hero with the right power, and then you level them up. I had a blast. I had an absolute blast.
Sounds fun. You already played through the whole thing?
Yeah, it was episodic. It lasted 4 weeks. They did two episodes every week, which was kind of a pain to wait, but I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, dating a girl with invisibility powers would be an added layer of complexity. Yeah, you definitely can't sneak around or do anything in private because you don't know if she's spying on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't have an issue with either
phone
way.
Password? Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
You got facial recognition and thumbprint.
I know my wife's I'm sorry, but if you have to have a password for your phone, which I do, so my kids don't get into my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I know my wife's
hide your
I know my
password
wife's password. My wife knows mine because we trust each other.
Yeah.
I do ask her though, please don't go through my texts because sometimes I'm like trying to plan something for you and I don't want you to read it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm trying to plan some infidelity. Please, can you not read my texts?
Yeah,
man, it's hard for me to imagine someone who doesn't have that kind of trust with their spouse.
Yeah,
I can't imagine living like that. Yeah, everyone should. Like if you can't, if that's like a bizarre premise to you. Why are you married?
Yeah, I feel the same way about
like what function is your marriage serving?
Yeah,
other than like sex maybe, but you get less of that once you're married anyway. So
no,
I mean if you're
like that in a relationship like that, yes, you would absolutely have less of it.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, if
you don't know your spouse's password, and this is where we'll end the stream, okay? I would encourage you to sit down, have a conversation with your wife, and say, "I'll show you mine if you show me yours."
And now it is time to say goodbye.
We had a great conversation.
It's been fun. But all good things must come to an end, and the goodest ending I can think of is...
right now, this moment, this night.
So I guess we just say goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
But come back next week for more outrageous bloopers.
This is the end.
Well... there's only one thing left to do.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Subscribe to the channel and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.